Right, we are live. Welcome everyone to this Champions Club. Already messed up the intro. Welcome to the Champions Cup semi-final. It is going to be between La Rochelle and also Leinster. Whoever wins this will move on to the final to face Toulouse. Hope you are all doing well and are all excited for this match. Two very strong lineups for these two sides. Few Kiwis scattered throughout the side of La Rochelle as well. But yeah, I'm actually very excited for this match. It is currently 2 a.m. here in New Zealand, but I thought this is one of those matches that you really don't want to be missing. Gregor Galway has said, come on, you boys in blue as well. Going for Leinster in this one. And they have got a very impressive lineup as well. And they have got all of their starters back pretty much, other than, of course, Johnny Sexton, who isn't there yet. But they have got Ross Byrne, who did have a very good game against the Exeter Chiefs. So he will be hoping to do the same in this one. Let's go as well, says Max05 Gaming. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. And do let me know what time it is where you guys are. Like I said, 2 a.m. here in New Zealand. But yeah, hopefully we have got a very exciting game on our hands as well. What I will do quickly while I am at it, I will be bringing up the lineups. I will just quickly get them ready to go while we are waiting for this match to get underway. I believe it is going to be around a 2 a.m. kickoff, so only a couple minutes away, which means that we haven't got long to wait at all. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys are all doing well. We've had plenty of rugby this weekend. We've had the Rainbow Cup. South Africa has started up. Also, the Super Rugby Aotearoa, Super Rugby AU. Matthew Carley is the referee as well, says Gregor Galway. But yeah, we are very close to kickoff. The players are walking out at the moment. They are showing the man who is leading them, which is Luke McGrath, was called up to be the captain because of the injury of Johnny Sexton. Right, I will quickly have these lineups pop up. First, we will start with the home side, La Rochelle. As you can see, they are very strong backline, good four back as well. Like I mentioned, the Kiwis scattered through there. Victor Vito, also to Tawera Kurbalo and Ihaya West. So that is the starting lineup for La Rochelle. Then we look at the Leinster lineup, and they are looking very sharp as well. The man in the number 3 jersey is Tyke Furlong. It is covered by a logo at the moment, but that is who is there. So very strong fullbacks for both of these sides. It's going to be a physical matchup. The first time that La Rochelle have made it to a semi-final of the Champions Cup, and they will want to make the most of it. Good performance from them, being able to beat the Sale Sharks as well, who are a very strong side. They are showing the big man, Will Skelton. He will be hoping to have an impact for his side. But yeah, a lot of pressure here in this match for both sides. Leinster coming off that loss to Munster in the Rainbow Cup. But of course, a lot of these players who are playing in this match weren't playing in that one. They were showing Victor Vito there. He will be hoping to have a good game in that number 8 jersey. But yeah, a lot of players looking determined in this match to be able to have a good performance. We are only moments away from kickoff as well. Matthew Carley is the referee. He looks a little bit nervous as well. He knows that this is one of those matches that you want to have a great performance in. A lot of eyes on this match, the semi-final of the Champions Cup. It is going to be Toulouse in the final as well. And yeah, we are going to wait and see who is going to be the other side. It is going to be Leinster who are going to be kicking off this one. It is going to be Ross Byrne as well, who has got the ball in hand at the moment. And we are very close to kickoff. The countdown has started for the semi-final of the Champions Cup. Ross Byrne has kicked off. He has gone to the left as well. We are in France for this match. Oh, it's an awkward one for Dylan Lades, and he almost put it down. And he did actually have a little bit of a fumble, and it was going backwards. So they have got this ball 5 meters out from their own line here, La Rochelle. And they will be wanting to clear their lines very soon. It is going to be Aldred around the side first, trying to get a couple more meters. Corbin Chapman has said, why are you up so late, NZ? Yeah, it is 2 a.m. I couldn't miss this match live. It was just one of those ones that I really wanted to see it. And I am going to hopefully be seeing a very good game of rugby and talking about it for you guys. Kurbalo there, kicking that one into touch, but Leinster have the early pressure on. But yeah, just that little bit of a fumble from Dylan Lades early on, perhaps. Just feel a little bit of that pressure. Like I said, the first time that La Rochelle have made it into the semi-final of the Champions Cup. They want to be able to make it to that final. Imagine if they can go on and be able to win this one. Would be a phenomenal one for them as well. I am going to quickly refresh my scoreboard. That one is taken by Toner, though. And now it is in the hands of Robbie Henshaw. Straight over the ball was one of the La Rochelle players. That is a big hit. And like I said, a very physical game of rugby we have on our hands. I'm trying to find the refresh button. There it is, which means now the scoreboard should be up to date. Yes, it is. So we are good to go in that regard. And it is going to be in the hands of the captain there, McGrath. They are just outside of the 22. McGrath once again going across, goes into the hands of Byrne. And they aren't making too many meters. That was Kelleher who had the ball in hand going out to the left. It is Byrne once again with a flat pass into the hands of the number 15. Number 14, Lamar, is trying to make a few more meters as well. Now it is going to be in the big hands of Tyke Furlong. And they have got the advantage now for Leinster. There was a little grubber in behind, almost working for Robbie Henshaw there, but it is the penalty now. And it is going to be a penalty. And I believe that is Arita Wardy, who was the man who did get penalised there. But yeah, I would think more than likely Ross Byrne here would be willing to take on those 3 points. But yeah, a good low tackle on Tyke Furlong, but unfortunately couldn't go anywhere there. Was stuck underneath. He's got to try and move. Wasn't quite able to, too, brother, as well from Corbin. And yet, do let me know your score prediction for this one, Corbin. Who do you think is going to be winning this match? Do you think Leinster will be able to make it to the final? Or do you think maybe it would be La Rochelle? They have made it to the semi-final for the first time. Maybe they can make it to the final for the first time as well. But Ross Byrne now is going to be kicking this one. Has got the kicking responsibilities for this one. Sexton not there. But Ross Byrne, very good game in the last match up against the Exeter Chiefs. So he will be hoping to have another good game here as well. He is just outside of the 22. I'd say 25 metres out at the moment, Ross Byrne. 3 minutes into this match. We are still very early. And it is just a matter of time to see who is going to have first points. But I would think more than likely this one will be going over from Ross Byrne here, which will give Leinster the lead early on in this match. And yeah, it's one of those ones, I wish there was a crowd there, but of course, oh no, he has actually missed that one, Ross Byrne. I well and truly jinxed that one. Leinster, Sexton, very informed, says Corbin, although Sexton is actually out with an injury, so he isn't actually playing this match. So they have got Ross Byrne in that number 10 jersey who did just miss that first kick for Leinster, which now means that the score remains 0-0. And it will be a 22 dropout. Ehire West has got the ball in hand, trying to decide where he is going to be kicking this one. He has gone long and flat, and now it is in the hands of McGrath. Now it is going to be in the hands of Henshaw trying to drive up a little bit. Now it is in the hands of Toner going to the left now. They are starting to look nice with their backline here. Ringrose has got their hand on the ball, and that one was an awkward one. And now because of it, it's almost going to be counted from La Rochelle, but Leinster still got that ball in hand. Devon Toner now on the halfway line, trying to make a few more meters. And it looks like maybe, yes, it is going to be the penalty now to Leinster for the player leaving his feet. And now because of it, 50 meters out, are they going to be willing to take on the shot at goal? He did miss the one from only about 25 meters out, so I would think maybe they will be kicking for the corner here, Leinster. Trying to get that rolling maul going. They have got a very strong rolling maul, very strong forward pack in general. And when that one does start rolling, it does make it very dangerous and make it hard to stop as well. Has been kicked into touch by Ross Byrne there. 15 metres out now. Leinster are going to have this line out, and it is going to be Rowan Kelleher. Yeah, in the end, it was McGrath who just got kind of completely overwhelmed by Will Skelton on top of him there. But Kelleher now with this line-out throw. And that one has gone to the front to Toner now. It is a little bit of a set play, but it didn't quite work out there. And the ball has gone into touch. No, it is going to be a penalty now. And I believe it is going to be the deliberate knockdown, I think, in that regard. And it is going to be up against Antonio, I believe it is. And Ross Byrne now trying to decide. And it looks like they are going to be kicking this one for the corner once again. So they do want that rolling maul here, Leinster. Get them some points. That ball may have just left the stadium there. And by the way, my cat is on me at the moment, which is why you may see a little bit of a head bobbing up and down as well. Cheer boy as well, said Mike Jones Sr. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Do let me know who you think is going to be winning this match between these two sides. Kelleher going to the front, goes into the hands. That one was the number 5, James Ryan. They are slowly trying to drive, but it has gone down there. But they have got this ball on the 5-metre line now. It's going to be in the hands of Kian Healy. Once again, it is going to be going into the hands of Tyke Furlong. Second carry for him. They have got the advantage once again here, Leinster. 6 minutes into this match. Now it's going to be Henshaw firing it back. Quick hands into the hands of James Lowe. Very low flat pass, but now it's going to be Jordan Lamar. And it has gone down. So it is going to be in the situation of another penalty to Leinster. And that's 4 penalties in a row now. So they will have to be careful. Okay, the captain already getting told we need to be better in this matchup because of the fact 4 penalties in 6 minutes. If they're not careful, someone could be going to the bin here for La Rochelle. We have also got playing some Maiden at 2 a.m. as well. And we have got, he is not playing from Gregor Galway. But yeah, 2 a.m. is the perfect time, I guess, to play some Maiden. Would be nice and quiet. It is quite cold here in New Zealand at the moment. Of course, it is winter at the moment. Oh, they're going to be taking this quick tap by the looks of it. Kelleher on the 5-metre line. He is going to be tapping this one. He has tapped it. He is running hard at the line. Only a metre short now. Around the side once again, it is Healy now, who is only a metre short once again. It looks like it is going to be in the hands of James Ryan. They've got the advantage again. Leinster, they are possibly held up there. He's on his back there, but the ball has gone to the back of the ruck. And round the side, he is just short once again. Leinster, they're getting as close can be now. It is going to be going out the back line. It's in the hands of Ringrose. Oh, great low tackle there, though. And I believe there was one of the forwards. Actually, I think it was Raymond Rule who was able to make that tackle. And now already going into the pocket, it is going to be a yellow card for one of the La Rochelle players. And I'm just waiting to see who it is that has gone to the bin. But losing a player this early in a match, 5 penalties against them so far. And it's the captain, Romain Sazzi, who is going to be going into the bin for 10 minutes. And they are going for this quick tap once again here. Leinster driving once again with Kelleher. They are trying to get as close as they can. They want to score early points. Furlong there, metre short. They have been told not to use their hands there. La Rochelle, one of the players trying to reach over the top. It is going to be in the hands of James Ryan now. He's going to be trying to get over the line. He's close. He's very close. Only half a metre now. It's going to be Furlong. Surely they can't stop him. And Tyke Furlong has scored the opening try of this match for Leinster. Out and out pressure from them. And Tyke Furlong, a man who had a very good Six Nations for Ireland. Now he has just scored the opening try of this match for the number 3 in the end. And that first try of the match for Leinster, but back-to-back penalties, back-to-back penalties against La Rochelle. And then Tyke Furlong just too strong, and they weren't going to be able to stop him from there. Ohio West did try his best, but that one was not being stopped from there. 9 minutes in now, and that one has gone straight down the middle from Ross Byrne, which means we are sitting at 7-0 now to Leinster. And I feel like that will calm a few of the nerves in this match. Of course, that early miss from Ross Byrne, he did get that one straight out in front. And now they have scored that try that has given them the 7-0 lead. But yeah, Toulouse are going to be the team in the final. And that's going to be exciting because there's at least one Kiwi on that side, maybe even 2. I think there's Farmawina and also Jerome Kano, if I'm not wrong. And then they have got the pace of Cheslin Colby out on the wing, although he hasn't actually been able to score in the last few matches, Cheslin Colby, because of the fact that, I think the 2 tries were scored by, one was by Dupont, and also the other one I can't quite remember, but I know they scored 2 tries in their match up against, it was a Bordeaux that they were playing, but that one has been claimed by Leinster inside of their 22, 15 out from their own line. It is going to be now in the hands of James Ryan. No, sorry, it was Ruddock who did have that carry. And now he has been told to use it there. The captain, Luke McGrath, has fired it high. Looks like Raymond Roller is going to be lining this one up. No, leaves it for Doolan. And now he is tackled low by Lamar straight over the ball. Was the number 11. Yeah, I know. It is exciting stuff. That is for sure. Or straight over the ball was Tyke Furlong, I believe it was. But not quite able to get it. That one has gone high from Ohio West. And it hasn't really gone too many metres. Indeed, that one has gone backwards. And now it's in the hands of the number 1. They have got the advantage here. La Rochelle. And the player, they might even get another advantage there. And now it is going to be in the hands of Kerbarlow. Sends it high for Doolan. And that one has gone very high. They're trying to line it up there. Not quite able to. Lades and also Raymond Rule. Now that one is going to be in the hands of Leinster, kicking it forward. So now it is going to be the penalty. It is the knock-on. And it is going to be a La Rochelle Haven't heard West in a while as well. Of course, Ehai West, former Blues player. Yeah, he is at La Rochelle alongside Curbalo and also Victor Vito. So a few Kiwis in that side. So, of course, we do like to support the fellow Kiwis, but at this stage, Leinster, they are going to be the team to beat in this competition. I believe they are the favourites, if I'm not wrong. Definitely in this match, but maybe to go the whole way. And yeah, it's going to be a very interesting final. La Rochelle actually has a 39 kg advantage, I believe it is, or somewhere around there, 36 kgs in the scrum. Huge 4-pack for La Rochelle. Of course, Will Skelton, he is a very tall individual, solid unit for the Blues as well, said Mike Jones Sr. He was indeed. And I feel like it's one of those cool things that watching some of these Northern Hemisphere sides, you get to see all of those players that you wonder, where did they end up? And yeah, most of them have ended up in France or, a couple in the Pro 14 as well, I believe. If I'm not wrong, now it is in the hands of the number 6, which is Aldred. Now it is going to be in the hands of Ehai West. They are driving forward here. They are on the 22 at the moment. La Rochelle, Ehai West going into the hands of Antonio. Straight over the ball was one of the players for Leinster. Now they are going back into that ruck, and that has been awkward. It's going to be Josh van der Flyer, I believe is how you pronounce it. I think I may have gotten it a little bit wrong, but he has ripped that ball away in the breakdown. And because of it now, it is going to be Leinster who have got this ball 20 out from their own line. It's gone into the hands of Furlong, trying to get a little bit of a better angle. Now it has been fired back, and James Lowe does clear it on the left boot. And that is a good kick downfield from James Lowe. A little bit of pressure there from, it was a man who popped up there, Antonio. And then from there, Curbalo trying to find that gap. And then, unfortunately for them, they just ended up losing that ball in the breakdown. And that is not what they would have been wanting in that situation, that is for sure. But yeah, do let me know your score predictions for this match as well. They are showing the man who is in the bin at the moment, Sazzy. And he will be hoping to get right back out there very soon. But it looks like Antonio is at the moment getting a little bit of strapping to perhaps it is either the ankle or the knee on the left leg. And that's not really what you want early on for your prop. Of course, they have got a strong bench for both of these sides. I can actually, while we are waiting for this one to get back underway, I could put them up on the screen so you guys can see exactly what I am talking about. These are the benches. Leinster, they have got some big names on there. Scott Fardy, of course, from Australia. Then you've also got Rory O'Loughlin playing very well recently. But yeah, the likes of Gordon and also, they've just got quite a few talented players, La Rochelle, on that bench. But so do Leinster. So I feel like if you had to try and pick, I'd say Leinster probably have the stronger bench, but there are still a few very good players for La Rochelle there. They are showing a slow motion of Doolan kicking the ball, and his foot went up to his head there. But we are getting a few slow motions of fend on the head of Raymond Rule from Gary Ringrose, but that was just a picture-perfect low tackle there. Just tied up the ankles, a perfect tackle. And at the moment, possession is 73% to Leinster, but Antonio is looking like he is all strapped up and ready to go in this match. And Leinster, it is going to be the line-out throw of La Rochelle, has gone into the hands of Victor Vito, and now they are looking for a little bit of a rolling maul, and it looks like they're making a few metres here. Leinster trying to defend it. They are on the halfway line at the moment, and it is in the hands of the number 2 for La Rochelle. They are driving forward now. They're getting a lot of metres, almost jogging forward there was La Rochelle. They've got the advantage as well. He is broken off there. Devin Toner making the tackle on him, though. But they are now getting close to the 22. It is going to be Will Skelton now making a few extra metres. They are going to use their back. It's Ehai West does a little chip in behind. It has been taken there, though, by Leinster. It was Ross Byrne. So because of it, it wasn't Ross Byrne. I believe that would have been, who was that? I think that was Jordan Lamar, if I'm not wrong. So now it is going to be the penalty now to against Leinster, I should say. So La Rochelle, are they going to kick for the corner here, or do they take on the 3 points since we are still very early in this match? We have only had 14 minutes so far. It has flown by, and I have noticed anytime I watch a game that isn't Super Rugby Aotearoa or Super Rugby AU, the speed that these games fly by has just been insane. It's like the Rainbow Cup South Africa game that I did watch yesterday. I swear that the first 20 minutes or so was just on fast forward, but they are showing there. Dylan Lade's very happy with his side there because of the fact that they are going to have a chance at kicking this one. It is going to be Ehai West, and 4 minutes left for La Rochelle because of the fact that they have already got the yellow card in this one. We have also got Kanakua Ainen. Hopefully I said that something right. But welcome to the live stream, mate. Boo Leinster as well. Or is that Boy Leinster? It might be Boy Leinster, if I'm not wrong. Oh, no, wait, you're a Munster fan, aren't you? If I'm not wrong, so maybe it is Boo Leinster, or Leinster, sorry. But this one is going to be Ohio West, who is going to be kicking this one. Leinster, of course, would be the favourites going into this match. And then for La Rochelle, the first time they have ever been in the semi-final. And, yeah, hopefully they will be able to have a decent performance. Ohio West, though, with the boot, has kicked that one straight down the middle. So now the score is going to be 7 to Leinster and 3 to La Rochelle. The home side getting some points on the board for the first time in this match now. And it will be Ross Byrne who is going to be kicking off this one. And my voice is almost already gone. It is because of the fact we've done back-to-back live streams yesterday. So I feel like it still hasn't quite recovered, but hopefully it will last throughout this whole live stream as well. The referee is now getting a little bit of running repairs. And, of course, it is Matthew Carley for this one. They are showing Raymond Rule. He had a great game in the last match up against the Sale Sharks. And he will be hoping that maybe he will be able to have an impact in this one. And they have said that they are actually playing the crowd noise at the ground. So it is going to be an interesting one to see whether or not that home field advantage for La Rochelle with a little bit of crowd noise here maybe can help them get the big win up against Leinster. But 15 minutes down, I'm booing Leinster. Hate them with a passion as well. So you will be hoping that La Rochelle will be able to get the win here. It is taken. No, it's not. Leeds has dropped it again. That is 2 from 2 at the moment for that man. It did go backwards, but now it's in the hands of Leinster, who will be trying to counter-attack here. It's an awkward bouncing one for Tona, but it is in the hands now of Ross Byrne. They are on the 22 at the moment, Leinster. It is going to be, once again, off Furlong, just running over the top of Gregory Aldred there. Now they are using their back line nicely. Once again, it is in the hands of the number 15 there, Heenan, trying to find, Hugo Keenan, I should say. Now it is going to be in the hands of Healy. Once again, in the hands of Furlong. He's been a busy man so far throughout this match, but he is dragged down in the tackle by, it was Victor Vito. Healy once again having the run. Good defense on. It's been ripped away by La Rochelle, and they have got this ball as well. And they have got the advantage. It has been taken back. That one has been charged down, though. No, it wasn't an advantage, so because of it now, it is in the hands of Jordan Lamar, who is trying to find the gap, but he is tackled by the La Rochelle player, and it's a penalty to La Rochelle there. And I believe it was Davida Curvalo who was able to get that one. I get into these situations, I get too excited in these games that I forget how to actually talk, which is a bit of a problem, but it is the penalty to La Rochelle now. We did see only 2 tries in the match that did take place. It was last night, and that was between Bordeaux and Toulouse. 2 tries for Toulouse there, and it was one of those situations. Bordeaux, the last 2 matches, have been left scoreless, tryless, I should say, in the last couple matches of the Champions Cups. Leeds, once again, not being able to take that one. But like I said, 2 from 2. But luckily for him, it did go backwards. But then from there, I believe it was Curbalo who was able to get straight into that one. We get a lot of slow motions. I think that hit one of the Leinster players in the face, if I'm not wrong there, when he was trying to charge it down. But now it is going to be thrown in once we get the other ball off the pitch. It is the number 2 who has done that one very long. It's gone into the hands of one of the La Rochelle players. And off the back, once again, the number 2. He was very busy earlier on in this match. I think he was almost out, but they have said to continue now. It is going to be Curbalo. Goes into the hands of Gregory Aldred. Once again, Curbalo firing it back Ohio West. Now they are using their back line very nicely. It's in the hands of, it was in the hands of Leeds. And he has hung on to that one. Curbalo, Ohio West once again. Now it is going to be in the hands of Raymond Rule. That man is dangerous with ball and out. It's out on the wing to Victor Vito. But he has been tackled by McGrath. Fired back on the inside of the 22. At the moment, La Rochelle. Curbalo going short into the hands of Will Skelton. Has been almost held up there. Found the offload backwards, though. Now it's going to be Victor Vito running at the wall. That is Furlong and Tona, and Furlong holding his forehead there. And now it's going to be a drop kick attempt from Ohio West. And I think that one's gone over as well. And because of it now, it means that it is going to be La Rochelle 6 and 7 for Leinster. But that's interesting, the fact that they are willing to take on that drop goal so early in this match, just to try and keep those points ticking over. Good low tackle there. On it was Victor Vito by McGrath, and then from there, Ehai West didn't get a lot of height on that drop kick, but he did get it straight down the middle, and because of it, it means that it is now going to be 6 to La Rochelle and 7 to Leinster, and we have also got not really interested in La Rochelle, but legendary Munsterman Ronan O'Gara is coaching them, hoping he does us Munstermen a favour as well. And of course, the Munster side, they were the team that actually beat Leinster in it was the Rainbow Cup match. Oh, that one has been taken very nicely there. And now it is going to be, I believe, it is the number 15. Yes, it is Hugo Keenan. And he has almost been held up, but the knees are on the ground. They have to release. And that is what they have done. Now it is going to be McGrath once again going to the hands of Tona, sells the dummy. And is tackled by Aldred straight over the ball, though. Was one of the La Rochelle players as he got the penalty. They've got the advantage now for Leinster. It is going to be McGrath once again going out into the hands of James Lowe now down the wing, very close to the touchline. Taken well by Robbie Henshaw, and they have been able to fire that ball back infield, but it is going to be dropped. And now it is going to be a penalty to Leinster. And are they going to take on the 3 points, or do they kick for the corner and have another go at trying to find maybe the 7? No, they are taking on the shot here. It is going to be Ross Byrne once again. He is in that number 10 jersey. Johnny Sexton, I'm not sure how long his injury is going to be for, but hopefully he will be back and up and running, because he could have a very good chance of being selected for the British and Irish Lions if he is 100% fit, because that is only going to be about 3 days away until it is announced, I believe. Maybe a couple more. I think it is maybe around 5 days. So that is very exciting. And yeah, who would you guys go with in your starting British and Irish Lions side? And are any of the Leinster's players who are playing at the moment, are they in that side? I feel like the answer would be yes, because they have got some very good players. Of course, one that I feel like is almost a definite, that is Tyke Furlong in that number 3 jersey, scoring the try in the 10th minute for Leinster in this match. Now it is going to be Ross Byrne with the penalty out in front, about 41 metres. He will be hoping to put this one down the middle to make it 2 from 3 for him in this match so far, lining it up. And he has kicked that one. He has struck it well straight down the middle for him. And now the score is going to be 10 to Leinster, 7 to La Rochelle. So this is going to be a very close match by the looks of it. Leinster, the only side to score the try in this match so far. But whoever wins this match will be going on to the final to face Toulouse. And that will be a very exciting match as well, mate. You actually don't look far off of James Lowe. Are you his brother as well? There's Kana Kuanen as well. Have you got a nickname by any chance? Because I do struggle with that one every time. But yeah, I think it is the fact that I have got my hair back as well. And there's another player in New Zealand that he looks like. I think, who did I mention in one of the other ones? I have to have a think about it, but I said that he actually does look quite similar to another one of the New Zealand players. Now it's going to be a quick backline. Oh, he was nailed in the tackle there. But James Lowe has been tackled low. And Leinster have still got this ball. They have got the... Have they got the advantage? No. And now it is going to be in the hands McGrath. Now it is going to be, once again, they are hitting it up. It was Tyke Furlong. McGrath going to the short side. It's in the hands of Robbie Henshaw, trying to drive forward. They are just on the 22 at the moment, taken nicely there by Healy. And that one is still in the hands. And it looks like by a chance, yes, he is going to be kicking this one. Luke McGrath has gone high. And it is going to be Henshaw chasing this one hard. It has found touch, though. And they aren't going to be taking that one quickly there. Doolan with the ball in hand. He had a very good match as well against the Sale Sharks when you think about it. But yeah, unfortunately, that's not what you want. The number 12 in this one, it would have been Botia, who did absolutely nail the Leinster player in the tackle. And there were quite a few big hits in the Rainbow Cup match for South Africa as well. The match that did happen yesterday, that is not straight for La Rochelle in the line-out. And that is a mistake that you can't be affording to make in these Champions Cup semi-final matchups. Just didn't quite roll out nicely for him. Almost, yeah, it's never good when the guy who is jumping in the line-out kind of has to push it with as far away from the middle hand. Does let you know that maybe it isn't as straight as it should be, but it is going to be the scrum feed now for Leinster. 45 out from their own line. And they will be hoping that they can get something going from here. My cat has come back up. He wants to watch a bit of the rugby. He's probably going for La Rochelle. It is closest to the colour of his fur. But Leinster, of course, a very strong side. And it will be a very big task for La Rochelle to be able to win this one. But they did show some very good skill and some very good defence as well in the match against the Sale Sharks. I know a lot of people actually thought Sale Sharks would be winning that match, but La Rochelle were able to get the win, finding some nice form. But Leinster, big win over the Exeter Chiefs in their quarterfinal matchup. They've got the scrum feed now. And the 4-pack, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, almost 40 kgs in advantage of La Rochelle. And it looks like the scrum is going to be going down in the front row. And because of it, it means that they are going to be taking this one quickly now, Leinster. And they have got this ball just inside of their own half. Now it's going to be a good step there from Ringrose. He's found a gap up the middle, but he has been tackled there by, it was Kerr-Barlow. Now it's going to be McGrath going into the hands of Byrne. They are 45 out now from La Rochelle's line. They are going to the right-hand side. Or straight in the ruck was one of the La Rochelle players. I believe it was the captain. He's already had a yellow card in this one, so discipline for La Rochelle will be important throughout the rest of this match. Now it's going to be McGrath goes to Byrne into the hands. Oh, is it into the hands? No, it's an advantage now to Leinster once again. Now it's going to be Byrne with the long ball over the top. Awkward bouncing one. Oh, he's kept it in though beautifully there. Keenan, and now it's going to be Jordan Lamar trying to find the gap. And they have still got the advantage. Good drive from him. Dragged down though by West and also Alderett. Now it's going to be Lamar. Oh, no, sorry. It's not going to be Lamar. It's going to be Healy who has got that ball in hand. He was past the ball by McGrath. Now it's going to be Byrne with the cross kick. James Lowe trying to chase that one down. Des bounced over his head though. Gone into touch and they're going back now for another penalty against La Rochelle. I'll tell you what, James Lowe, he was hoping that ball was going to be going straight to him. Unfortunately, just bouncing over his head there. And because of it, it means that it is going to be another penalty to Leinster. And from here, you would possibly think they would think about taking another 3 points. And Ross Byrne is waiting for that ball. 25 minutes gone in this match. Only 15 left of this first half. Has been flying by in this semi-final matchup between these two sides. And I will check. We are sitting on 4 likes at the moment. And I feel like a good goal to hit by halftime. Perhaps we'll go for around that 8 mark. We'll try and double it. Can we get to 8 likes by halftime? If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. I am hoping to do the final of the Champions Cup as well. But that was a great run there from Gary Ringrose. But then in the end, just another penalty going against La Rochelle, which is what Ross Byrne is going to be lining up now. But yeah, just bounced over the head of James Lowe. He wanted it to stay in those hands, but it just ended up getting a steep bounce over the top of him. This one 45 metres straight out in front here for Ross Byrne. At the moment, kicking 2 from 3 so far in this match. He did miss his first kick, but from there has got the next 2. He will be hoping that this one will be going over as well. Make it 75% kicking success rate. He is concentrated. He is lining it up now. And he has got it. And now it means that it is going to be 13 to Leinster, 6 to La Rochelle. So at the moment, there is a 7-point difference in this match. And we will have to wait and see how that gap is going to either increase or decrease throughout the rest of this first half. Like the video, lads, says Kana Kua Inan as well. But yeah, at the moment, it is going to be La Rochelle once again kicking off in this match. And they did take on that drop goal earlier on. You wonder in the back of their mind, maybe would they have changed it and tried to go for that 7? Or that one has been taken beautifully, though, from Jordan Lamar. They are inside of the 22 at the moment here. Leinster inside of their own 22, I should say. And it is going to be fired up in the air by McGrath, the captain. It is going to be Lamar chasing this one hard. And he has managed to make the tackle on Victor Vito. They are just inside of the... Oh, Furlong almost able to get that penalty. Yes, he has. Not releasing is the call. And Tyke Furlong has won the penalty for Leinster once again. They are lightning quick when it comes to getting that ball in the breakdown. Even a second too late, and you end up in the predicament of them being able to win that penalty. And Tyke Furlong, one of the best at doing it. Now it is going to be Ross Byrne, who is going to be kicking this ball into touch for the penalty. And they will have the line-out feed now. But yeah, it's taken nicely by Jordan Lamar. Had a lot of pressure on him there. But then from there, Victor Vito was tackled. And yeah, just straight in there was Tyke Furlong, able to get 2 hands on the ball. And he wasn't letting it go. And then from there, they were able to win the penalty. But yeah, there is a player they are showing at the moment on the field. It is Beard on the field for Ruddock. So that is an early change for Leinster. So I will quickly write that down. But now it is going to be a quick little back line. And it is in the hands of James Lowe with a step very close to the touchline on the far side. But they have still got this ball now. Leinster inside of the 22. Now it is going to be Devon Toner. Yeah, he has been driven backwards in the tackle. Now it is going to be McGrath. Goes to Byrne. Going back now. There's a little bit of a set play. And it was Robbie Henshaw trying to find his way through that gap. They are 30 out. Byrne now. A little bit of an offload into the hands of Ringrose, who has been busy throughout this match. Jordan Lamar tackled as well. Good defence from La Rochelle. They are forcing them backwards. Now it is in the hands of Beard, the man who has just come on the field. And it is going to be once again McGrath going away to the left. Inside ball now. No, he decides to go himself there. It was Byrne, and now it is going to be once again. They are up to, I would say, tell you what, that's contact and a half there on the Leinster player. Yeah, they'd be up to about 10 phases at the moment, but they just haven't quite been able to find their way through. And once again, straight over the ball, though, La Rochelle's player, and he has won their side the penalty. And once again, it has been a few penalties so far in this match, but La Rochelle winning that one, and it was in the breakdown. Very well done from them. And it looks like there are a few players out there who possibly need to catch their breath a little bit. This game has been fast-paced so far between these two sides, and that looks like another injury for Leinster there. I believe, if I'm not wrong, I think it is either Healy or Kelleher, and it doesn't look too flash for him at the moment. And they are talking about the fact that the Premiership will be back up and running next week, and also, I believe, if I'm not wrong, it will be also the Rainbow Cup will be getting back underway with these Northern Hemisphere sides, because of the fact that, of course, the Rainbow Cup South Africa just kicked off 2 victories in that one for the Sharks in a close game, 30 points, and it was 33 to the Sharks, who were able to get that one, or get that win, I should say, and then it was also the Bulls who were able to get the win over the Lions. But they are showing the man in the number 2 jersey for La Rochelle. He has had one not straight line out so far. He will be hoping that that will be the only one that he does have throughout this match as well. And they are showing James Lowe. He would love to get himself a try early on in this match. And it is going to be the penalty to La Rochelle. And it is going to be Doolan now. He has kicked that one into touch. It is a good kick, or is it? Almost kept him by James Lowe, but he got as many metres on that one as he could, the number 15 for La Rochelle. James Lowe almost able to keep that one in, but just slips through the fingers. And because of it, it is now going to be the line out, 30 metres out from Leinster's line. La Rochelle with the throw. They will be hoping to create an opportunity for a try here, because of the fact that if they can, they will be right back in this match. Only a 7-point difference at this stage. But as soon as it gets to more than 10 against Leinster, it's incredibly hard to make the comeback. Of course, we saw that it was an advantage now to La Rochelle, and it's going to be the penalty. And it is the big situation of, are they going to take on the 3 points, or do they go for the corner here early on in this match, 31 minutes in? But yeah, we did see that the Exeter Chiefs, they were able to score a couple of very early tries in that match for the quarterfinal up against Leinster, but then they did fight back from there. It looks like it is going to be Ehire West. He is going to be taking on the 3 points once again, and that will close the gap to only 4. And it seems like this one is going to be a very back and forth match between these two sides in terms of the scoreboard. La Rochelle, they'd love to have a lead at some point in this match. And at this stage, Leinster, the one try for them was scored by Tyke Furlong, and he will be hoping that that will be just the first of many for them. But in this one, it was not rolling away against Ross Byrne, just not quite able to get out of there. And it is going to be Ehire West now, who is going to be lining up this one. Has kicked he's kicked 1 from 1, and he's also had that drop kick earlier on in this match that he decided to go for, and it did come off for him. And now he has got an important kick. He is straight out in front, though. So I would be thinking he would be getting this one over, but I did say that about Byrne for his first kick, and I did jinx him big time. But penalties so far in this match, 9 against La Rochelle and 3 against Leinster. 9 in the first 32 minutes is a huge number. That one has gone over, though, from Ehire West. And now the score is going to be 13 to Leinster and 9 to La Rochelle. And I do see that there are some people outside of the ground who are cheering on their home side, La Rochelle. They'd love to be able to make it into the final. And I believe if they do, whoever wins this match, I think, if I'm not wrong, does have the home final, but that could be wrong. But yeah, La Rochelle, they would absolutely love to be able to have a home final here if they were able to get the win. But it has been kicked off by Leinster. Barlow now with the ball in hand. And that one is going to be fired back into the hands of Gregory Aldred. They are just trying to make a little bit more of an angle, and Barlow has kicked that one up. And he has found touch with it. Good kick from him. And it is going to be 30 metres out now for the Leinster side. It is going to be Keller who is going to be throwing this one in for the line out. And yeah, like I said, 1 try so far in this match. 2 tries were scored in the match between Toulouse and Bordeaux yesterday. That one has been taken there by Beard, who is already on the field. That was because of the injury of Rhys Ruddock. It is going to be Robbie Henshaw now, who has been tackled low by the captain of La Rochelle. Now it's going to be Byrne into the hands of James Lowe, but he has put it down. And it is going to be a knock-on advantage. Now it's going to be Lade sells the dummy. But he has been wrapped up by Devon Toner. Couldn't quite get the name out there. Advantage over. Beautifully done there from Doolan, but good tackle on him by Keenan. Now it is going to be around the side to Vita Curvalo. My names aren't coming out right at the moment. Now it's going to be Raymond Rule, who has offloaded it. The final was in London, says Shane. So thank you very much for that information. So yeah, it would actually be neither of these sides having the home final in that regard. But of course, both of these sides really want to be in that final. And it is going to be the advantage now. And it means that now they have got a very good chance here. It's going to be Ehire West, sells the dummy, goes into the hands of Raymond Rule. 10 metres out now. At the moment, La Rochelle, they've still got the penalty advantage as well. Now it's going to be in the hands of Antonio. Now it's Kurt Barlow, fires it back. Ehire West looking for the cross kicker. It's gone into the hands of Victor Vito. The Kiwis link it up. Victor Vito only a metre short there. It's in the hands of Dylan Lades, who was trying to get over the line. Not quite able to, but that's very close. Only a metre short now. And I'm not sure whether they still have the advantage, but they are getting extremely close to the line here. Leinster will have to make sure that their defence is phenomenal. Kurt Barlow goes into the hands of Ehire West. Now it's going to be the long ball. It's going to be a bounce pass, an awkward bouncing one for Doolan, but he has got a very good step on him, stepping around 2 of the players there. They are 10 metres out at the moment here. La Rochelle and Antonio, I believe the referee may have just said still playing the penalty advantage. Kurt Barlow has been knocked on. And it is going to be going back for the penalty against Leinster, the 4th penalty against them in this match now. But La Rochelle so close to that line, yet so far away. But that was a beautiful cross kick from Ehire West going out to Victor Vito. And from there, it was almost the Kiwi connection able to score that try. But very good defence from Leinster. They are known for their terrific defence. And it is going to be hard for La Rochelle to be able to break through, but it looks like it is going to be another 3-pointer. But James Lowe, unfortunately, just not quite able to hang on to that ball there. And then Doolan with the little chip in behind, set up beautifully for him on the halfway line, and he was able to take it. And then Ehire West, they are showing the cross kick once again, taken by Victor Vito, shunted off the tackle of Lamar, but it was a last-ditch effort from McGrath, the captain of Leinster, who was able to stop him from going over the line with momentum. Yeah, unfortunately, it is a knock-on for La Rochelle, but they are going to be taking on the 3 points here. It's going to be Ehire West, who is going to be kicking it. 36 minutes gone, 2 from 2 at the moment for Ehire West, and a drop kick as well. And this would make it only a 1-point game in this one. I feel like it is going to be a pretty close match throughout by the looks of it. Whoever can get the next try will give their team some real momentum. Of course, if it's La Rochelle, then all of a sudden they are in the box seat. But Leinster, we have seen that they can get quick-fire tries very easily if they do find a little bit of a rhythm. So we will have to wait and see if that will be an effective tool for them later on in this match. But now the score, he did get it over. So it is 12 to La Rochelle and 13 to Leinster. It is going to be kicked off once again by Leinster here into the Champions Cup semi-final. Next week it is going to be Toulouse. That is straight into the sun. Dylan Lades lost it. And because of it, it is going to go out only a metre from the Leinster line. Dylan Lades has not had a very easy day so far. Out on that side, the sun straight in the eyes. Of course, an afternoon game in the Champions Cup, and because of it, it is going to be a 5-metre line out, and it is going to be the throw for La Rochelle. But yeah, he was looking up at it, and then he put up the hand, and then he turned away from it. He thought it was going to be hitting him. And they have got that throw there, La Rochelle. They have taken it there with the number 4, the captain, Suzzy. Now they are trying to drive out a little bit, only 5 metres out from their own line. Aldred is tackled hard. And now they are trying to create that gap. Curb Barlow, he is going to be kicking this one himself. And he has found touch with it. And it is a good clearance. But yeah, a lot of pressure off that kickoff. I'm sure we're going to get a replay of it very soon to see what happened for Dylan Lades. And he is just saying to Dylan Lades, yeah, he is just talking to him at the moment, Curb Barlow, and he is just saying the sun, it is very bright at the moment, and don't feel too bad about that one because, yeah, it just went straight up and straight down into the sun, and I feel like that's going to be something that La Rochelle used to their advantage in the second half. Now it is Henshaw, short ball into the hands of Ringrose. Now it is in the hands of McGrath, goes to Byrne, James Lowe now firing it wide into the hands of Jordan Lamar, goes on the inside, but it's a drop ball by the number 9 there. And we have got Bonjour La Rochelle as well from Kellen. So he is going for La Rochelle to be able to make it to the Champions Cup final here. And Doolan there does kick it into touch. And they do clear their lines once again. But at this stage, only a 1-point contest between these two sides. But I do appreciate you all being here. If you are new, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel as well. We're on the road to that 2,000 subscribers. So if you do want to help us out, please do. But that was almost a perfect pass on the inside from Lamar, but just not quite able to link up with the captain there, McGrath. Now it is in the hands of Byrne, I believe it is, who has been tackled there. Now it is going to be going to the left, 40 metres out. Now is Henshaw going into the hands of now the fullback, Hugo Keenan joining the line there. To the right, it is going to be into the hands of Henshaw, going into the hands of the big man, Cian Healy. Well, Cian Healy, Now it is going to be once again in the ball up. Oh, straight over the ball was Victor Vito, and he has won the penalty for his side as well. Victor Vito, I believe, one of the players to go in through the side there. So that is what the penalty was for. Okay, number 13, which would be in this one, Gary Ringrose, no control when he did leave his feet in that breakdown. So that is why it is the penalty to La Rochelle. And there are only 5 seconds left of this first half. High West is going to be kicking this one into touch. If they can get something going here, La Rochelle, and go into halftime with a lead, that will give them a lot of confidence. They have been right in this match the whole time, just the one try, and that was for Tyke Furlong for Leinster. But other than that, penalties and also a drop kick from High West. And it looks like it is going to be the line out from about 35 metres out at the moment here for La Rochelle. But like I said, only 1 point behind in this match so far. Will give them a bit of confidence. They are showing Devon Toner, the big man. Are they going to be going to the front to Victor Vito, or are they going to be running back to go to the captain, Suzzy? He has stepped out of the line out there. By the looks of it, no, he is back in now. And it is going to be the number 2 once again, who is going to be going to the front, Victor Vito. He has taken it, gone to Curb Barlow, into the hands now of it was the number 13. Now it's Will Skelton having a big run. 40 metres out, Curb Barlow goes back to High West. Now they are looking good with the back line. It's into the hands of Raymond Rule trying to find the gap, but he has been tackled by Henshaw. They are driving further and further towards the line here. It was a big hit there from Tyke Furlong. High West, flat ball there, well taken in the end by it was Antonio. Now it's going to be High West. Doolan trying to step around. He has given the ball into the hands of Dylan Lades, who has had to look into the sun all through this first half. Not an easy job in an afternoon game, that is for sure. Now it's going to be Curb Barlow on the 40-metre line. High West now trying to find the gap. Inside ball there to Doolan, who's hit hard in the tackle by Healy. Now they are trying to find that gap, and he is trying to drive forward there, the number 12. Now it is going to be around the side, Curb Barlow, who is driving. Oh, it's almost in the hands of, it was Van der Fly, I believe. Will Skelton on the 22. Now Aldred has been tackled there on the 22. Phase after phase for La Rochelle. Are they going to be able to find that gap and get the try late in this first half? It has been knocked on there by Antonio. They have got the advantage. And is he going to kick it into touch? By the looks of it, James Lowe has got the ball in hand. They want to go for the counter here. He has done the little chip in behind. Is it going to be finding touch there? Raymond Rule looks like he is going to be leading that one. Go into touch, and we go into halftime. 13 to Leinster, 12 to La Rochelle. Close game between these two sides for the semi-final of the Champions Cup. Winner moves on to the final to face Toulouse. And we have got 40 more minutes after the first half concludes, which is now. So we have got a little bit of a break in between halves, and then we are right back into the action. But yeah, a very interesting half. I think a lot of people thought Leinster were going to have a little bit more of a lead perhaps, but just the one try. That was for Tyke Furlong in the 10th minute. And also there was a yellow card to the captain, Romain Sazi, and he ended up going to the bin 14 minutes in this one. But yeah, do let me know your score predictions in the chat. Who do you think is going to be winning this match? And what do you think the score is going to be? Well, morning, mate. As well, says Byrne. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Currently 2:50 a.m. in New Zealand, but didn't want to miss this game. Well, it's going to be a very exciting one. So far, only the one try in it, but I feel like it is going to be opening up in that second half. It's one of those ones, as soon as the second try scored, we have seen in many games over the past week or so, once that second try happens, there can be quick fire back-to-back back tries. I mean, you just got to look at the Rainbow Cup South Africa. It was the Sharks, one of the forwards. It was the number 6, whose name I really struggle to say. Heku, I believe it is. He was able to score 3 tries in about 6 minutes for his side in the match that they were able to get the win over the Stormers. They are showing some highlights for Ireland versus France, which is almost a fitting match to show because of the fact that La Rochelle mainly French and, of course, Leinster mainly full of Irish players. I will see if I can find myself any statistics on this match as well, although I feel like it will possibly misbehave here, but we will see if it will let me, just so that I can tell you guys the position and whatnot while we are waiting for this second half to get back underway between these two sides. There we go. Right, it is very zoomed in for me at the moment, but I think I might have to I don't think I'll be able to get them. I will have to wait for the second half to get underway. But yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. We are going to be doing many more live streams, Leinster by 5 as well, says Bertie, and that is certainly a possibility. I don't think it will be split by too many points here. And yeah, it could be a very close second half. Of course, Reece Ruddock actually went off in that first half pretty early. I assume with an injury, but it was Baird who has made his way onto the field there. I will show you guys the benches as well while we are waiting for the second half to go underway. A strong Leinster bench, that is for sure. Of course, Baird already out there. Scott Fardy is also there, a Australian just across the ditch from us in New Zealand, of course. And then they have also got Rory O'Loughlin in that number 23 jersey. He could be dangerous late in this match. Then for La Rochelle, though, they have got a few decent players as well. These forwards, I feel like throughout this match, it has been a pretty fast-paced match. It looks like a hot day in France at the moment. They aren't allowed a crowd, but they have got a little bit of crowd noise. I believe they have been doing it over the stadium, which they were mentioning. But yeah, we will have to wait and see whose bench will be able to get the better of this one. But I will show the starting lineup as well for you guys who are just tuning in. That is the starting lineup of La Rochelle in the first half. If you had to pick a player who you would say had the best first half, it's a hard one. Maybe Will Skelton. He had a few runs. And also Victor Vito hasn't been too bad either. But then also Dylan Lades, he was looking straight into the sun, had a couple drop balls and also missed one completely that went into touch, put them under a lot of pressure. But now in the second half, when it does get underway, I feel like I know exactly where La Rochelle are going to be kicking off to, and that is going to be targeting the man in the number 14 jersey for Leinster, which in this one, once I click this button, it is Jordan Lamar, and he is going to be in a bit of trouble for the start of this first half or second half if they are kicking off to him, that is for sure. But in the number 3 jersey, the man who you can't see because of the Kiwi Lads logo, it is Tyke Furlong, who was able to get the try in the 10th minute for his side. The only try of this match so far, and it was also the captain, Romain Sazi, who was yellow carded because of a lot of back-to-back penalties against La Rochelle very early on in this match. I believe the numbers, we would be sitting at about maybe 11 penalties against La Rochelle and about 5 against Leinster at this stage, but we will get to see that going into the second half. seeing who has, who has given away the most penalties. Also, who has had the most possession. I believe it has been Leinster for this one. But yeah, a little drop kick earlier on in this match as well from High West, ticking over 3 points. And who knows, maybe that could be the difference in this match, just those extra 3. But there was a missed kick from Ross Byrne. He is in the number 10 jersey because of the injury of Johnny Sexton, who is in the starting lineup for this one. But I'm not actually sure the extent of Johnny Sexton's injury. So if any of you guys do know, please let me know in the chat. And is he going to be available to be selected for that British and Irish Lions tour? Because of the fact that that's going to be selected on Friday. I think it's Friday, actually, if I'm not wrong, at about 1 or so a.m. New Zealand time. But I might get up and I might do a watch-along live stream for that as well. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But we are just waiting for the second half to get back underway. And yeah, hopefully we have got a action-filled second half, I should say. And I've been messing up my words quite a bit. I feel like it is because of the fact that I was up till about 8:30 a.m. New Zealand time editing all of the other videos that we were doing, and also because of the fact that I was doing my watch-along live streams for the Rainbow Cup South African games that were taking place. Of course, the winners of those matches were the Sharks and the Bulls. So they are sitting both top of the table. And I believe, if I'm not wrong, was it just the Sharks who received the bonus point? I have a feeling they are actually showing Dulin here for France. And he did offload it to the number 14 in that match, Pinot. And it was him who was able to get the try. Of course, he's not playing in this match for La Rochelle, but they have got quite a few talented French players and also that Kiwi connection between Victor Vito Curballo and High West. But Dulin, he will have to have a big second half here for La Rochelle if they do want to be able to win this match against Leinster. It's one of those ones that Leinster, as soon as you let them run away with a game, there's no stopping them. They need to keep them within only around that 7 points, or else if it does get any more than that, if Leinster score very early in the second half, it could almost be over for La Rochelle. But we will have to wait and see how it is going to be going. But yeah, I am excited for it to get back underway, that is for sure. They are just showing, I always end up just watching the rugby that is on in terms of the fact that they are showing Ireland versus France from the Six Nations. I don't actually get to see as many of the Six Nations games as I would have liked to, but I am hoping to be able to watch most of the Rainbow Cup games for South Africa and also some of the Northern Hemisphere ones. Of course, with the Pro 16 pretty much almost confirmed, we will get to see the South African sides at some stage play those Northern Hemisphere sides in the Pro 14. And I think, right, I might actually have to minimize that because or else I just keep on watching it rather than talking about this game that we have witnessed. But anyone who is just tuning in now, the one try in this match so far, that was for Tyke Furlong. And then other than that, if you had to pick a player who had the best first half for Leinster, I mean, Tyke Furlong, of course, is well and truly up there, but you could also possibly say for the backs, I'd say Gary Ringrose. He has been very busy throughout this match, been playing well, making a lot of meters. And yeah, we will have to wait and see if that is the case in the second half as well for that man in the number 13 jersey. But they have also got Rory O'Loughlin on the bench, so maybe they will go to him as well. You're right, mate. Sharks got the bonus point as well. So yeah, it was a very good performance from them. Great comeback in the end. Of course, with the Stormers ending up in the predicament of having about 17 points in those very early stages. But from there, the Sharks fought back. The hat trick for the number 6, Hiku. And then from there, it was all going the Sharks' way. And then that final moment from the Stormers where they weren't quite able to put that ball down as well. Like that match could have gone either way many times throughout it. But in the end, the Sharks did get the win, did get more tries in it as well. They were able to get the 4 for the bonus point. And we did see 2 red cards against the Stormers in that one as well. And hopefully we don't see any red cards in this one, though, because of the fact that at the moment there has been a yellow, and that was for Romain Sazzi, the captain. So is he going to be able to captain his side too? Well done, you got the name right, says Bertie as well. I did get a little bit of pronunciation practice. I was talking to the rugby guru, who is, of course, South African, and he was helping me out with some of the pronunciations. And yeah, hopefully I have been able to pronounce these ones not too bad as well. I know I struggle a little bit with some of the French names in the La Rochelle side, such as Pierre Bergeret. I think I've called him the number 2 about 6 times throughout this match just because of the fact that I just can't really say that last name very well, unfortunately. But the easy names that I can say, of course, are the Kiwi names. Victor Vito is a nice, easy one. And yeah, is he going to be able to have an impact in the second half? That is the big question. But I assume we aren't too far away from the second half getting back underway. Well, the second half getting underway hasn't quite taken place yet. We've only had the 40 minutes gone. And at the moment, only the 1 point difference between these two sides as well. So at this stage, anyone's game. And yeah, do let me know who you guys think is going to be winning. Anyone who is just tuning in now, we have got Bertie, who did say Leinster by 5. That is certainly a possibility, the way that it is sitting at the moment. But a very close match. The winner of this match will take on Toulouse in the final, who were able to beat the Bordeaux side in their semi-final matchup. And the final, I did see earlier on, Shane did say that it was in, or it is going to be in London. And I think that is in a couple weeks' time, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, we have got a lot of rugby on in the next few weeks. The likes of Super Rugby Aotearoa, the final is going to be taking place. Then you've got the final of Super Rugby AU. You've got the Rainbow Cup South Africa. You've got the Pro 14 Rainbow Cup as well for the Northern Hemisphere sides. And then we have got Super Rugby Trans-Tasman starting up as well. And then just to cap it all off, you've got a British and Irish Lions tour, if it can take place, which hopefully it can, and that squad will be announced very soon. And it is going to be a 36-man squad, and I am excited to see who they decide is going to be going there. I haven't actually done a video yet in terms of explaining who I think would be in that starting lineup of the Lions. But if that is something you guys would like to see, maybe I would look at doing it. I feel like I'm going to do it in a different format, though, than the other squad namings and whatnot that I have seen. Got a little bit of a idea, that's for sure. Lots of rugby. Well, says Bertie, there is indeed. At this stage, the biggest problem is the fact that a lot of the games are Northern Hemisphere or in South Africa. So it ends up the situation of my sleep schedule has completely gone out the window at this stage because of the fact I am kind of waking up at maybe around 5 p.m. and going to sleep at about 8 a.m. just with when I am watching these games of rugby. But I am loving it. Hopefully, the body will be able to keep on functioning. I've already had quite a few slip-ups with names throughout this one, but it is currently 3 a.m. in New Zealand, so I feel like I'm slightly let off the hook just a little bit. But yeah, 1 try in this match for Tyke Furlong. Other than that, it has been all penalties and also the drop kick from Ehire West. 1 missed kick from Ross Byrne early in this match. Well, you've got to be dead tired as well. Said it, Birdie, yeah. It's one of those ones that I have kind of, sorry, a bit of cat fur was flying past. Yeah, it's one of those ones I've kind of gotten used to it, but also at the same time, I feel like you never quite get used to like kind of switching, because some days I'll wake up at maybe like 12. That's 12 p.m. So I'll say 1 p.m. just to make it a little bit easier. So 1 p.m. waking up, and then other days I'm waking up at like 5 p.m. as well. So yeah, today I think I woke up at about 5:30, which was a little bit rough, but I have been enjoying all the rugby that we have had on. The Sharks versus Stormers, I did my watch along live stream for that one, and it was a very good game to watch indeed. But yeah, at the moment we are only moments away, I assume, from the second half getting underway, which is a very exciting fact because of the fact that this game is so close at the moment. 1 point is the difference. And yeah, I still can't pick who I think is going to be winning this one. I know Leinster, like they have got a very strong side, but La Rochelle, they seem to be fighting hard in this one as well. So we are just going to have to wait and see for that second half. Only 40 minutes left till we get to see who is going to be in that final against the strong side that is Toulouse. The likes of Cheslin Colby for a fellow South African like yourself, Bertie. Also, they have got the likes of Jerome Kano and also Charlie Famawina, I believe, for a couple of the Kiwi Connection ones for myself. But yeah, we are almost underway for the second half. Is that the sound of the players coming back out? Yes, it is. They are being led there by the number 3. He had a little bit of an injury a little bit earlier on, the La Rochelle number 3, which in this one is Antonio. But now we are getting very close to the second half getting underway. I can't wait because this should be a very exciting second half. Any side can win it here. If La Rochelle can pull off a bit of an upset in these early stages of the second half, get a couple tries early, they have a very good chance of winning it. But the same goes for Leinster in this match. All they need is that one try, and then from there, it will be raining them, although it doesn't look like it's going to be raining at the ground in France at the moment because it is a beautiful day, which is why EIOS, looking at where the sun is, he is trying to work out exactly where he needs to kick that ball so that the Leinster player, they are showing Jordan Lamar there, and the sun is straight into his eyes. It was a very hard job for Dylan Lays in the first half, and EIOS, he is aiming straight at it, using the sun to his advantage. And it's been taken nicely, didn't get as much height on that one as a couple of the kickoffs from Leinster in the first half for Ross Byrne, but they have got this ball now inside of the 22 of Leinster, and it is going to be kicked high in the sky by, it was McGrath. Has been taken nicely by Victor Vito, but straight round him, and they have still got this ball though. It was almost stolen by the Leinster player. Now it's going to be Gregory Aldred, who was tackled there just inside of the half of La Rochelle. Now it is going to be into the hands of EIOS. He has kicked it high. Lades is chasing this one. Low has taken it nicely, and he does take the mark as well. It looks like he's rubbing his leg a little bit there, James Lowe. So now he is going to have the mark, and he will be more than likely kicking this one for touch as well. Some good players in that Toulouse team. Seb Bertie, there are indeed. And it is going to be a very exciting final. That is for sure. And that's the thing. We've got that much rugby on at the moment. It is very hard to keep track of all of the players who are playing for these sides. Of course, we also saw the big signing of Michael Alatoa. He is heading to Leinster next season, I believe it is, on was it a 3-year deal? Of course, he is the Crusaders prop, and he is going to be heading overseas, playing for Leinster in the Pro, possibly 16 at that stage. But it was kicked high from Byrne. They did have the advantage for the knock-on. Victor Vito has knocked that one backwards, almost regathered though by Beard. And if he had hung on to that one, could have been on his way to the try line. But because of the knock-on, it is going to be going back now for the scrum. He knows it as well. He has got the smile on his face. He knew that if he could hold on to that one there, Beard, he would have been able to go possibly all the way, although Lades was well and truly on his tail there, but just couldn't quite get it in the hands there for him. And because of it, it was originally a knock-on from Will Skelton in the number 5 jersey for La Rochelle. And that's the thing, the benches, I feel like there are a lot harder names on the benches than there are in the starting lineup for myself. So hopefully I will be able to pronounce them not too bad. But some of them just don't sound right with the Kiwi accent. It is like some of the South African names in the Rainbow Cup yesterday. Just didn't quite roll off the tongue as nicely as if I did have that South African accent. But now it is going to be a scrum 30 metres out from La Rochelle's line. Who do you think is the best player, says Crickcraft? Is that in this match, or is it just in general? Because so far in this match, Tyke Furlong's had a good game, but also Gary Ringrose in the centres for Leinster has been setting up a lot of opportunities, but then they are showing Victor Vito. He has been pretty solid for La Rochelle throughout this match as well. And I feel like it's one of those ones, as we get closer and closer to the end of this match, one mistake could be the difference. It is going to be an advantage now for La Rochelle. They have the heavier pack, and now they are going to be trying to use it. Now it's going to be, it is in the hands of the number 13, going into the hands of Doolan, but he has knocked it on. But they are going back for the penalty now to La Rochelle. And it was for the scrum penalty. I think Victor Vito actually looked like he changed his position in that scrum, if I'm not wrong. But yes, they are showing Bryce Doolan there. They did show in that match between France and Ireland for the Six Nations. He had a bit of an impact, and he will be hoping he can do the same in this one here. But it looks like it is going to be Ehire West. No, it's going to be Doolan who is going to be kicking this one. Trying to work out the wind. It looks like a beautiful day there at the moment. It is just a shame, of course, that they can't have any crowds there. But the left boot of Doolan, and he is going to be kicking this one into touch. Or actually, they have got a bit of a crowd, if I'm not wrong. I do see a few people in the stands. I'm not sure whether they are actually crowd or whether they are possibly ground staff and whatnot. But yeah, it was very nicely done there from the La Rochelle forwards to win that penalty. And now they are going to be 25 out from Leinster's line with this line out throw. What can they do from here? Where are they going to be going? Are they going to the front? Yes, they are. Aldred has claimed that one, and now they are going for the rolling maul. It did work pretty nicely for them earlier on in the first half. One of the players, though, it is going to be Byrne trying to work his way through the middle. He has got the jersey of one of the players, and because of it, he has wrapped it up, but now he has broken off there. The number 2 for La Rochelle has done very well in that situation to not end up with, it was Byrne who was trying to slow that one down. Furlong. Oh, he's been hit high there by, I think it was Antonio in the breakdown. Now it's going to be Kurbala. Goes into the hands of Lades, who does sell the dummy ring rose. Or sorry, it was also Henshaw who was making the tackle there. And it did come out of the hands. Now it is going to be the number 1 for La Rochelle. They're on the 22. EIOS firing it back into the hands of it. It's going to be, I've forgotten. Oh, that's an awkward fall. That was an awkward one. Bottier, he did fall very awkwardly for that knee. Hopefully he is all right. But he looks like he is going to be staying down. Yes, he is. It looked like an extremely awkward fall for that man. They have got the advantage as well. Now it is going to be going back, and they are going back for the penalty now. And that does not look good for Lavani Botia. Hopefully I said that correctly. But yeah, from there, he did get tackled, and the way he fell, he kind of fell backwards. And you could just see that it was pain from the get-go for that man. And he will be a big hit in that midfield for La Rochelle. If it was Henshaw, yes it was, who made the tackle. And then from there, Conan made the tackle. Oh, it's an ugly one. You've got to you watch those and you see how the knee kind of not dislocates, but just turns the wrong way. And hopefully, if he is injured, it will be a speedy recovery. But Beard was working his way through that rolling maul that they were showing earlier on. Aldred was trying to stop him, but Beard, he looked determined, and he was going to be working his way right through, which was what stopped that rolling maul. So good defence in the end from Leinster, but they did give away the penalty. And I would assume more than likely Ehio West will be taking on the 3 points here, which will give them the lead by 2 points in this one, which would be the lead for the first time in this match for La Rochelle. I believe, by the way, that crowd is cheering. Did he get the kick, or are they are going to strap him up there, Botia, and he is going to be straight back in the action. It looks like it's more the ankle or just above the ankle that is getting strapped up for that man. So they are pretty much trying to completely strap his ankle into place. And it's one of those ones that they know how important he is. So perhaps they are just going to be testing that to see if he can help them get the win here. But they are showing Ty Furlong. He is looking a little bit red there. I'm not sure whether it's from the heat or whether he is possibly a little bit sunburnt, because of the fact it is an absolutely scorching day there at the moment. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but it does look like with the sun, the way that it is, it would be pretty warm. And that could play a factor later on in this match as well. Of course, fatigue can play huge factors throughout these matches. But it is going to be Ehio West by the looks of it, who is going to be lining up this one. And he will be hoping that he can put it straight down the middle and get the La Rochelle side the lead for the first time in this match. Botia, he looks like he is in a little bit of discomfort, but he's been given a bottle of water and also a lot of strapping, almost a whole reel or a whole roll of strapping, I should say. They're still strapping it up as well. So that means, if you've got to hold it together like that, surely it can't be good if he does keep on going. He is back to his feet, though. Looks like he is going to be walking it off with, that's going to weigh him down a little bit on that boot, I would think, with the amount of strapping that there is on that one. But it is going to be Ehio West who is going to be taking the shot at the post here to see if he can get the 3 points. Yeah, a lot of strapping for that man, Botia. But he doesn't want to go off the field. He wants to make sure that he is going to be out there for the final moments of this game. Definitely, if La Rochelle can get the win, because that would be making history. Not only is this the first time they've ever made it to a semi-final, if they were to win this match, it would be the first time that they had made it to a final as well. But it is going to be Ehio West now who is going to be kicking this one. He is straight out in front, so shouldn't be too many issues there for that man. He is a left-footed kicker, of course. So now he is going to be, he's right-footed. I got him and Doolan confused because Doolan takes the kicks when they are on that side of the field when it does come to the penalties, whereas Ehio West does do them from pretty much anywhere else. But he is going to be kicking this one now, looking up at the post. He is lining it up. He is concentrated, takes the deep breath. Has he got this one here? Ehio West, it's close and it has gone over. So La Rochelle having the lead for the first time now in this match. He's got a big smile there, Ehio West. That is a huge moment for them. And Botia, he has given a thumbs up as well. So from that, you would think he is all right, but maybe just hiding a little bit of the pain there. at the moment there keeps on getting into the situation now. There's about 2 or 3 balls on the field at once every single time. That one is going to be kicked off the field there. And now it is going to be Ross Byrne who is going to be getting the second half underway now. Oh, sorry, not underway. This game back underway. Oh, Raymond Rule and also it was Dylan Lades, but they both were able to take that one there. Aldred now just outside of the 22. And it looks like Kelleher trying to do a little bit of a counter there. They have still got that ball. And Kurbalo fires it back into the hands of Doolan, who has kicked that one with the left boot down the middle of the field. It is a good kick as well, but it has now gone into the hands of Keenan, I believe it was, who has kicked that one high. It is getting chased hard now by Leinster. It's taken beautifully, though, from Doolan. Now it is going to be Kurbalo looking for a bit of space in behind it. It is going to bounce awkwardly, but it has bounced up nicely at the same time for James Lowe, who is going to be kicking it high on the left boot. He is chasing that one as well, James Lowe. He has tried to take it. Skelton not quite able to get to that one, and now it's an advantage. It is going to be in the hands of Hugo Keenan. And now he is going to be trying to drive forward. But they are just inside of the La Rochelle side, or La Rochelle half, I should say, at the moment. It is in the hands of Tyke Furlong. And he has run straight at Dylan Lades. I have got a call in my ear I can hear at the moment. I'm not sure whether you guys will be able to hear that as well. I don't think you will be able to. Who do you think will win, says Rugby Six Nations? It's hard to say. I know Leinster. I think Leinster, they still have a try or two in them, which is just the case of whether or not La Rochelle will be able to keep up. But yeah, it was Tyke Furlong leading with the shoulder there into the head of Dylan Lades. A little bit of the forearm as well. So they are saying that he caught him across the body. Both ears down once again. But do let me know, Rugby Six Nations, who you think is going to be winning this match, and also what you think the score is going to be. And there is another injury there. Furlong looking like he is not in the best shape either. And we have got La Rochelle as well. And at the moment, the 2-point lead, maybe they will be able to do it here. And like I said, the first time in a semi-final in the Champions Cup. And also, this is the first time that these two sides have met in a Champions Cup game. But it is going to be Aguilon who is going to be making his way onto the field. That is for Botier. So we'll quickly write that down. There we go. The 34-year-old in the number 23 jersey. He is the replacement centre. I said at the start with how much strapping that they were putting on that surely the Botier wasn't going to be able to continue. But it is going to be the scrum. They are checking something here, I believe. If I'm not wrong, yes, they're going TMO. So it is going to be the case of whether or not maybe Tyke Furlong led with the, I think it's the shoulder that they are trying to check here between him and Lades. So they are just going to be waiting to see whether or not they are going to decide that it is going to be the penalty. They are showing Furlong here. Oh, he kind of turns into it and does hit Lades in the face. Okay, no separation. So it is still going to be the scrum feed for Leinster in this one. Sazzy asking the question there. And now it is going to be the scrum. Big 4-pack for Leinster, but an extra 40 kgs or so for La Rochelle here. They've got some big boys in that 4-pack. Antonio's one. Skelton is another. And now they are going to have a good opportunity here. Leinster from about halfway to try and make a few meters with some sort of set play. I would think that they would try and go to from here. They are just inside of the half of La Rochelle. 49 minutes gone in this match. And, it was a situation there. How the halfback wasn't going to be going a couple times there. He kind of hesitated. He was going to put it in. Then he decided not to. Then he was going to put it in. Then he decided not to. And then from there, it means that it went down on the far side. So it is going to be the scrum reset now between these two sides. Still only 2 points difference. I think this match is going to be finishing within 7 of each other. But yeah, unfortunately, dropped to a knee, pushed himself back up, and then from there to make it pretty awkward. Tell you what, Devon Toner, he's got blood in his ear, which can't be very comfortable at all, I wouldn't be thinking. But he is a very committed man, and he will be hoping to be able to help get his side the win. They need a big scrum here, Leinster. If they can win the penalty from here, perhaps it would be Byrne who would try and kick this one over. But once again, another scrum reset. This is using up time, but now the clock is off in this one. Leinster at the moment, they are only 2 points behind in this one. 1 try in this match so far. That was for Furlong. And they will be hoping that they can get another one very soon in this match. I said whoever was going to score the next try in this match was going to win the game. And that was in about the 30th minute. So that rule will still stand. That was an early push there from, okay, it is going to be a penalty or a free kick to Leinster. He has taken it quickly there, number 20. And he has run hard at Aldred. And it was Beard who was having the run. Now it is going to be in the hands of McGrath, going into the hands of Kelleher now. They are trying to get that go forward going for themselves. They are only 25 metres out. Now it is going to be Josh van der Fleur, I believe is how you pronounce it. He has been very busy making the second most tackles in the competition so far, I think, if I'm not wrong, or somewhere up there at this stage of this match. Now it is another big run from Kelleher. Still 25 out. That could be almost Antonio's. Not quite. No, it's a penalty. You can't be giving away penalties there, La Rochelle, because of the fact now Leinster will be ending up tapping this one over the front, or over the post here. Okay. So the number 3, Antonio, was actually all right there, but number 13, Gary Ringrose, was tackled off the ball. Victor Vito looks like he's got something in his eye, perhaps. He wants a bit of water to try and get that cleared out. But yeah, we are just waiting to see what is going to be taking place in the later stages. Only another 30 minutes before we find out who is going to be in the final to face Toulouse. It is going to be in London. It is going to be in a couple of weeks' time. And it is going to be a very exciting match to watch as well. But at the moment, Victor Vito getting a little bit of attention to one of those eyes. The right eye of him at the moment doesn't look like it is to flash. A little bit of blood by the looks of it, which isn't really what you want. And the big question is whether or not he is going to be able to stay on. Is it above the eye or is it in the eye? I think it is just above it, maybe on the eyelid. Could be an awkward one. And also, there is some strapping going on the forehead of Robbie Henshaw. This has been a physical game so far between these two sides. And I think that will continue through the later stages of this match. But it is going to be Ross Byrne now, who is going to be lining up this kick from about 30 out. We'll be wanting to put this one straight down the middle. Or actually, it's a lot closer than 30. I think it is only about 20 out. But Victor Vito is going to be coming off the field. I think that is for a blood bin, I think, and that one has gone over from Byrne. So now it is going to be a 1 point advantage to Leinster. And now only still the 1 point difference, though. And anything can happen in the last 28 minutes of this one, but it is going to be La Rochelle kicking off. They will be aiming straight at the man in the number 14 jersey, which is Jordan Lamar, because of the fact, it is the number 20 who is coming on the field. So I believe Victor Vito is going to be staying off. So that is going to be Gordon, I believe, if I'm not wrong. So we'll wait and see, though, for them to pop it up, just so that I make sure that I have got the right players on the field at the right time. But at the moment, 16 to Leinster, 15 to La Rochelle. Has been kicked off high, straight into the sun there. It's a hard one to take. Has been taken nicely, though. And it is Prezzo on the field. And that is for Wardy as one of the changes. That might be the only one so far. No, it's not. Gordon is on the field. And that is for Victor Vito. So that is not good news for Victor Vito, because he would have loved to be out there near the end of this match. It is in the hands of Leinster. And they have tried to kick for touch. No, they haven't. They have kicked it high. It's only just going outside of the 22. Awkward bouncing one for them there. And it means that it has had to be cleaned up by, it was McGrath there. And at the moment, Skelton just gave one of the players a big push and he went flying. In that situation, now it is going to be the number 5 there. Is it number 5 or number 6? I believe it was number 5 there, which in this one is James Ryan. That one has been kicked high into the sky there. And has been taken nicely by Raymond Rule. All back to his feet there for the Leinster player. You can't be giving away any penalties at this stage of the match, though, because of the fact that at this stage, 3 points could be all the difference. In this one, it's going to be big Will Skelton running hard at Beard, and he is breaking through as well. Will Skelton's still going, trying to find the offload. He is on the 22 now. Now it's going to be Kurbalo into the hands of Ehire. We're selling the dummy, but he has been hit hard in the tackle, but found the offload there. And it means now Aldred, the referee, is right in the middle of the action. Now it's going to be Kurbalo. Fires it into the hands of Doolin. Goes back to Raymond Ram. Or Raymond Rule, sorry. That is Dylan Lates. Needed to almost find the pass on the outside. But James Lowe did do very well. They've got the advantage now. They can throw everything at this La Rochelle because of the fact that it is a very good chance for them to be able to get 7 points on the board rather than the 3. Prezzo was tackled there. Skelton now going back into the hands of EI West. Little chip in behind. Found a bit of space. Got a little bit too much on it though. Oh, tell you what. That came back into the field of play off the flag. And in the end, yeah, hit the flag. 14 offside there. It was Jordan Lamar, and he is going off the field now, so he's not going to have to worry about, wait, no. He's not number 14. He is James Lowe, and he is going to be off the field, the number 11 for Leinster. But that was an interesting kick there because of the fact that it was the kick from Ehire West that hit the corner flag and actually stayed on the field of play. In the end, Leinster's player decided to leave it because he thought it was going out. But yeah, it hit the corner flag and actually stayed in, so it almost could have been a try there for La Rochelle, but they are going to be taking on the 3 now. And 10 minutes off the field now for James Lowe. Ehire West that's going to be lining up this one. We are going to get to see this kick very soon, but first we are going to see the big run from Skelton. Shunting off Furlong, shunting off Beard. Devon Toner drags him down in the end. But are they going to be showing this one? Tell you what, Raymond Rule there. Going into the hands of, it was in the end Lades who did, oh, I'm sorry, I've got to watch this one again though. It went off the corner flag, stayed in the field of play. And Aldred actually almost put it down with his foot in the end, but he didn't need a hand on it to be able to call it a try. And yeah, if that had been a try there, that could have been a huge moment in this match, that is for sure. But now it is going to be the kick of Ehire West, currently 4 from 4 today. So being very solid with the ball off the boot. And it is a big moment in this match. As we get closer and closer to the end of this match, the pressure just slowly starts to build on every kick. But he does seem to be cool, calm, and collected under pressure here. Ehire West, as he will probably miss this one because of the fact that I may have just jinxed him. No, he has got it. And that means now La Rochelle take the lead back, 18 points to 16. Back in fourth at its finest. This one, score says Playboy, it is sitting 18 to La Rochelle, 16 to Leinster. The one try in this match was scored by Tyke Furlong. That was in the 10th minute. 2 yellow cards so far, 1 for each side. James Lowe just receiving 1. And also earlier on, it was Sassy because of how many penalties there were up against the La Rochelle side. Now it is going to be Ross Byrne is kicking this one off once again, has gone high. And it is going to be taken there nicely. Well taken by the La Rochelle player. Byrne is on the field now, and that is replacing Healy. I will quickly write that down as La Rochelle have still got this ball. Now it is going to be Kerr Barlow is looking to use that. Also Porter on the field for Tyke Furlong, the try scorer. That one has gone high from Kerr Barlow. And it's been taken nicely, though, from the number 15 there. Looking straight into the sun. Keenan did extremely well. Going to the left-hand side now is La Rochelle, is Leinster. Tell you what, I've had a shocker here. We are getting closer and closer to the end of this match. And I feel like that is going to mean that these sides have to try and make sure that they aren't making mistakes. That is a knock-on advantage, though, against John Lamar, which means now they are going to be able to have a little bit of a run at the line here. La Rochelle offloading it into the hands of the captain. Now they are looking for a bit of a gap. Tackled a little bit high. They have got the advantage now for a high tackle. The number 2 making meters. They keep on offloading it. They're keeping it going. It is Prezzo who is dragged down in the end by his jersey. And they have still got the advantage. It is going to be Ehire West. Goes into the hands of Doolan. Quick hands there. Very nicely done now. It is going to be in the hands of Lades with the step. And he is trying to find the gap. Offloads it once again to Doolan. Trying to find the gap. Goes into the hands of the number 13. They just haven't quite been able to find the gap yet. La Rochelle, nice little set play there between Kerr Barlow and Lades. Now it is going to be in the hands of Ehire West, firing it back into the hands of Raymond Rule. He has fired it wide now into the hands of Aldred. They are slowly building towards the 22. They've still got the advantage as well, La Rochelle. And the last thing the Leinster side want is to give away another penalty. But yeah, like they are saying, if there is a try here, they have gone for the cross kick once again, found a bit of space, and it looks like it's just going to be a bit too much for the man Aguilon in the number 15, in the number 23 jersey. They are going back, though, for the penalty. Long advantage there. It is going to be going back to about halfway. And the question is, has he got enough distance on his boot here at Ehire West? We have also got Rochigon, the Lioness. Hopefully I've said that right as well. We have got Alès La Rochelle as well. That is going for the French side, La Rochelle. Of course, the home side here as well, Vive la France as well. Who do you think will win the Six Nations next year? Oh, that's a hard one. But so far, Leinster giving away 13 penalties to the 10 of La Rochelle. Of course, Wales are the defending champs, but I mean, it's one of those ones that it only takes a couple good wins in a row to be able to put you right into a position. I don't think it will be England. I think they're still in that rebuilding phase. I think Ireland, to be honest, have a decent chance. And also maybe France will be able to do it as well. Who else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing one other major side. So there's France, Wales, Scotland. Scotland are decent, but I don't know whether they will be right up there in terms of being able to win it yet, but they could be in future years. But I think Ireland, Wales, or France, I think have got the best chance. But maybe if England can get their mojo back, maybe they have got a good chance as well. But yeah, we have got Vive la France as well. And the question is this one going to be going over from EI West, backing himself from far out? And he will be hoping that he can get this one. They are showing the man on number 18 jersey, I believe was Porter. It is from 50 metres, so EI West. Has he got the distance on this kick? It would give them a 5-point lead if he can get it. He struck it well. Has he struck it well enough? Oh, it's at the post and bounced back out. And now it's in the hands of Robbie Henshaw, and they are looking for the straight counter here. It is Leinster just outside. They have been told that it has been taken in to the 22, so they can't kick it from there. Kelleher dragged down now. And there is my cat once again. He has been popping up every once in a while. He has been asleep on my lap for most of this match. And now La Rochelle trying to get this ball back, but at the moment Leinster have got it. And they are 25 metres out from their own line. It is going to be the captain, McGrath, kicking that one high. That one's going to go out on the full by the looks of it. Oh, it's almost, tell you what, that was a bit fancy there. And they are going right back. Tell you what, that was close there. The Leinster player was almost able to keep it in. And then from there, it was going to be, it actually hit one of the La Rochelle players. But they did say that it was already out. And tell you what, that is a big moment here. Victor Vito, he did go off the field a little bit earlier on with some sort of eye injury. I think it was a cut just above the eye. But it does mean now Victor Vito is going to be making his way back onto the field. I think that is replacing Sassy, if I'm not wrong, the captain. So they have made that change there. He had already had the yellow card, Sassy, in the 8th minute of this match. It is going to be the throw for La Rochelle now. If they can get a try here, it could be, but it's been stolen by Devon Toner. And it was just going over the top there. But they have still got this ball now, Leinster. They were able to steal that line-out throw. And it is going to be McGrath who is kicking this one high now. And it is going to be taken as if there could be a collision in the air. Yes, there is. And it is an awkward one there. Everyone had eyes for the ball. The sun playing factor. That's a penalty one now. And it is that number 2. And he keeps on winning things. And also, I feel like that is just because of the fact that I can't say his name. Pierre Bourgaret. Hopefully I said that right. Bourgaret. But Bourgaret, I think is what they just said. He was able to get that one very nicely, very fast as well. And now the big question is, are they going to be taking on another 3 points? The time is off at the moment. Every moment of this game is crucial at this stage. Leinster at the moment still 3 minutes 38 left of the yellow card of James Lowe. So it is just a case of whether or not La Rochelle can make the most of it. But he has had a very good game, Bourgaret, although not so great on the line out, unfortunately for him. Just hasn't quite been going the way of La Rochelle. Weren't able to retain that one. Just lifted a little bit late and just couldn't quite get the fingertip to it. And then straight over the ball, though, to be able to win the penalty against Jack Conan there, who was on the ground. But Vito is back on the field. That is actually for Gordon, that he has come back on the field. So I will cross him out for now. And they are kicking for the corner here, La Rochelle. And it is a good kick. 10 metres out now is going to be the line out. And Gordon is actually on the field for Lindenberg. So he is swapped into the number 7 position, the open side flanker role for this one. 18 minutes left in this match. And they are going to be possibly going for that rolling maul. How is your as well, says Rugby Six Nations. I will have to wait for the second half of the question as well for that one. But nonetheless, it is going to be now thrown to the back. The ref thought about taking it, but then he realised it was straight into the sun. Had no chance because it is extremely bright there in France at the moment. But yeah, Godin, has stayed on the pitch. And that is for Leibenberg, who did come off the field. Now they have gone to the front once again, though. They have lost the second line out in a row for La Rochelle. And that is something that just hasn't quite been working. And at the moment, Aldrit and also that man in the number 2 jersey are having a few arguments. because of the fact that it just hasn't quite been working for them so far. And at the moment, Leinster, they have well and truly had less territory in this half. They have been keeping them inside of pretty much their 22 throughout this second, or maybe ever since James Lowe went off, they have been well and truly stuck. Will Skelton, they are showing. They are going to be going for the man on the front once again. Now they have got this ball for the rolling maul here, La Rochelle, and they will be able to make a few meters. They will be told to use it very soon, and they have been told to use it now. It is going to be off the back. It is their man in the number 2 jersey. Straight back to his feet was Kelleher, but he wasn't quite able to get that one. Now it is going to be Barlow going into the hands of Antonio, trying to shunt off the La Rochelle defence. And it might almost be a penalty. No, it's not. Now it is going to be in the hands of Will Skelton. And that man, you've got to tie up his legs, or else he is going to keep on going straight over the ball. Was Van der Fleur, but not quite able to get it. Now it is going to be a quick run there it was Dumaru. Now it's going to be Aldred around the side, tackled by Henshaw. Barlow now going to Will Skelton once again, trying to make a couple extra meters. 10 meters out at the moment. Barlow now going into the hands of, it was Dumaru once again. Now he's only a couple meters short now. The number 13, the number 23. Barlow's got that one, goes himself, and he scored the try. Barlow, the Kiwi, has been able to score that one for La Rochelle. No, he hasn't. My coverage froze right when that happened. And now it's going to be, I thought he got over the line, but now they are going to be checking it. Yeah, unfortunately for me, my internet decided, right when it was about to be a try, we'll just freeze. Who's your favourite player from the Six Nations? Oh, favourite player. Okay, right. Oh, there were a lot of good players in that Six Nations competition, that is for sure. I like watching Tyke Furlong just with the fact that he was able to step around some people, and when you're being a prop, that is extremely impressive. They are going to be checking with the TMO here to see if Tavira Barlow was able to get over the line there. On-field decision is no try. If not, 5-meter scrum for La Rochelle. Right, Barlow here. He's very close. I feel like that momentum may have taken him over, as Josh Van der Fleur is in the way of that camera there. This might be the angle here. Oh, I think that's just touching the line, maybe. I think that could be a try. But yeah, for a favourite back, it is a very hard one to pick. Like, there were a lot of very good players, and I feel like that's one of those things that the British and Irish Lions side, South Africa, are going to have to play well, because that British and Irish Lions side, like, coming off form of the Six Nations, like, there are going to be a lot of good players in there. But I will ask you the same question. Who is your favourite player from the Six Nations, Rugby Six Nations as well? Do let me know. But was he able to get over the line there? That angle's not going to show up, but this angle is as close as they've got. Of course, it has to be conclusive that it was over the line. It gets close, and then from there, it's just that little bit. Oh, it's close, but I don't think it's going to be over. So because of it now. Okay, so it is going to be a no try, but it is going to be a 5-meter scrum. So it was close enough. Sassy there, firing up his side. He's saying, come on, boys. We can do that. We can get this win. Only 15 minutes left in this match now for a position in the final of the Champions Cup. It doesn't get much better than that. And at the moment, extremely close game between these two sides. Only going to be decided in the final moments of this one by the looks of it. But what are they going to do in this one, La Rochelle? I feel like set play out to Raymond Rule on the wing would be a very smart move. Or maybe you go number 8 off the back. Of course, they got Victor Vito. What a runner with ball in hand he is. There's a lot of options for them here. But first, of course, they have to win this one. And it will be a tricky one to do against such a strong Leinster forward back. There is good stability there in that scrum. They are trying to go forward if they can. No, it has gone down on the far side. It might have backfired. But now they are trying to shunt forward. It's going to be Victor Vito off the back running hard. Only a couple meters out. Will Skelton with the ball in hand. He is a hard man to stop, but dragged down there. They're close now. And it might be held up once again. The ball is going to be just short of the line by the looks of it. Where is that ball? That's a question. It is at the back. Curbalo. No, it's round the side, and that's flat over the line. And that is a try to La Rochelle. Curbalo, he did the celebratory fist bump, almost uppercutted the ref. That would have possibly gotten it reversed. Oh, it was that man, Victor Vito, I believe, who was able to get that one for La Rochelle. No, it wasn't. It was Aldred by the looks of it, but it was hard work by all of the forwards. And it was Aldred. They are showing people in their houses. They have got the flags out the window. They are going for La Rochelle here. And what a try it was. But Victor Vito off the back of the scrum. He's dangerous with that ball in hand. And then from there was Aldred round the side. And when you've got Skelton on your side, it's very hard to stop that amount of momentum. But you can see how much it means. Oh, I just bit my lip. You can see how much it means to remain Sazzy there. Sazzy? I think I say that right. Guys, like and subscribe to Rugby Six Nations as well. You heard the man. If you are enjoying, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. If you are new, we are going to be doing the final as well in this one. And yeah, it is going to be a very exciting one. That is going to be Toulouse versus the winner of this match. And at the moment, very important kick for La Rochelle here. Aldred had an acre with him to score as well. Had an acre or an acre. I'm not too sure what ACCA is as well, but hopefully, he did have a lot of space, or he had a lot of power on his side with Will Skelton. That's one of those guys that, of course, you do want like on your side when it does come to only trying to make a couple meters, but that one has gone over from Curbalo. So Leinster are going to need a try very soon in this match because at the moment, 25 to La Rochelle and only 13 minutes remaining, 16 to Leinster now. And you see how much it means to Ehire West and also Curbalo. Like I said, the big fist bump almost ended up punching the ref in that situation. And that's the thing. I actually played this match on Rugby Challenge 4. I was thinking about releasing my highlights at some stage soon. And I don't want to spoil anything, but maybe at the moment, this isn't too far off what the score in that one was. But we will have to wait and see, of course. I can't actually remember what the exact score was, but Sazzy now has come off the field, and it's going to be Laveau, I believe, or Lavolt. Hopefully, I have said that correctly. And also, Antonio, coming off the field, and that is going to be for Jolly. So a lot of subs being made so far, about 4 for each side at this stage, I think, although Leinster, I think, have actually only changed their forwards, or their props, sorry. So now they are looking for a bit of a backline movement, and they've got James Lowe on the outside. He has got the ball in hand, running almost over the top of Doolan, but a very good tackle there. Now they are countering very quickly here. It is going to be in the hands of, it was James Ryan for that one, and they have still got Scott Fardy on the bench as well. That was one of the replacements. It was the number 17, which in this one, I believe, was Byrne, I think. Sorry, I'm not too great with the reserves bench. Had a bet for Aldred as well, says Shane. So congratulations on that one, mate. We actually had someone in the chat who had $100 on the Western Force to win the match in Super Rugby AU, and unfortunately, it didn't end up going their way. But I am glad to hear that that one did for you, mate. Now it is going to be Ringrose out on the wing, having a good run. Will Skelton looking to try and get that ball, but not quite able to get it. Now it's going to be McGrath going into the hands of, it was Conan. They are trying to find the gap here, Leinster, and they are going to have to find it soon. Ryan is tackled there. Now it is going to be in the hands of McGrath. Inside ball from Byrne goes into the hands of, I think it was Kelleher. And they are just trying to find the gap. But at the moment, La Rochelle, they need to make sure that their discipline is on point, because if they do end up giving away the penalty, but straight in there was Slades, and he has won the penalty for La Rochelle, and they are starting to believe now. La Rochelle, 8 points in the leads. Bit of push and shove from James Lowe, and also it was Curbalo, both with the Kiwi connection, I guess you could say. And they were both, in the end, just kind of saying we weren't doing anything wrong. Oh, it was the number 2. Once again, who was putting his body on the line, but it was originally Dylan Lloyds who was able to get the hands on the ball to win his side the penalty. They are giving Aldred some water there, probably much deserved in this one. Of course, scoring the try, the first try of the match for La Rochelle. Now it is going to be Bryce Doolan who is going to be kicking this one down the field. But yeah, I will ask the question as well. I did mention that it was somewhere almost close. It is still a few points off in terms of mine was a little bit higher scoring. And I will ask the question, what do you think the score in my Rugby Challenge one was between these two sides? And I will see how close you guys can get in that regard Well, Yavel's got the cabbage patch up the Frenchies, La Rochelle for the win. And yeah, at the moment, 9 points difference in this one. Bosch is on the field, and that is replacing the man in the number 2 jersey, who has had a decent game so far, and now they are going for the rolling maul here, La Rochelle, and he has broken the tackle there, Bosch. He is very close to the touchline, and he was in touch. So now it is going to be the line out to Leinster, and it's that big situation of 9 minutes left. The clock keeps on ticking down at the moment, and Leinster, their hopes of making it to the final are slowly ticking away as well, but they are still a very talented side, and 9 minutes is probably just enough time for them to be able to get right back in this match. Now, it is going to be a big run there from Jack Conan there. Now, it has been fired back. James Lowe kicking on the left boot. It is a good kick over the top, Leeds. Taking it nicely, though. Now it's in the hands of Aldred. Going to Doolan now, who is going to be firing this one high. He is chasing it as well there. Doolan, and he is chasing hard. And James Lowe does take the mark there, and he is going to be kicking it straight back down the field. Huge kick from James Lowe there. He's got a monster boot on him. And now he has got them into the half. And James Lowe is shouting at his side at the moment. But La Rochelle have got the ball for this line-out throw. It's a close match at the moment. Of course, it is still a situation of they are leading by 9 points here, La Rochelle. They'd love to get another try. And if they were to get another try, perhaps that would be the win for them in this situation. So we'll have to wait and see, that is for sure. But yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We are going to be doing plenty more rugby live streams. Also, like I said, the highlights of my match that I did play on Rugby Challenge 4 will be coming out very soon after this match is over. And we will have to wait and see how close it is to the real life result. It is going to be High West. Has kicked that one down the field. It's an awkward one for James Lowe. But once again, it has set up nicely for him. It seems to be giving some very steep bounce when it is him. He has kicked that one only about a metre forward there. And it is going to be a knock on. No, it's not. It is in the hands now of Gregory Aldred, who does fend off one, but he is tackled by Josh DeFleur, and they've got the advantage as well here. They can absolutely throw everything at this Curbalo, chipping it across into the hands of Victor Vito almost. They have still got this ball now. Dylan Lay's close to the touchline. He is whacked into touch there. The ball is still in play though, and now it's going to be Bosch, but it's in the hands of James Lowe, and it is going to be another penalty. And it's one of those situations now. They can take an extra 3 here. And with the extra 3, that would mean that they would be leading this match by 12 points, which is a bigger gap than I think a lot of people would have been expecting, definitely because of the fact that they are talking about the fact that James Lowe did actually take that ball from an offside position when it was rolling back, which could have, like they said, could have easily been maybe a second yellow card for the man, which is not what he would have been wanting. But I don't know how Dylan Lades was able to keep that ball in play. It was phenomenal work. Then Curbalo went on the inside to Bosch, but then he did end up with a little bit of an injury. And it was Curbalo that is. 7 minutes left in this match now. And it looks like it is Dylan Lades down as well. But Curbalo also still down. This has been a grueling match of rugby for these two sides. At the moment, La Rochelle have got the lead by 9 points. They will be kicking for the 3, I would think, in this situation, although they are having the team huddle. Are they saying about going for the 3 points, or are they going to go for the corner and try and really pour on the pressure? I think they are kicking for the 3 here. Yep, he is signalling for the T. But yeah, 7 minutes left in this match. Going to be a very close finish in this one. I feel like Leinster have still got a little bit of fight left in them here. We have got La Rochelle have won 2 franchise team in the final as well, says Rugby Six Nations. And yeah, that's the thing. First time they have made it to the semi-final of the Champions Cup. They are going for the corner here, La Rochelle. They are trying to put the final mark on this one. Stu, if you're up late, mate, says Ribsy. Yeah, at the moment in New Zealand, it is 3:45 a.m. at this stage. So it is a very late, or I guess a late/early morning start for this one. But yeah, this was one of those matches I didn't want to miss. I knew it was going to be a good one. And at the moment, it's one of those ones I'm still expecting a Leinster try, but we just haven't seen it yet. Victor Vito does take that one now. It's in the hands of Bosch. They are starting to drive here. If they can score here, La Rochelle, they will win this match because there just won't be enough time. It is in the hands of Will Skelton. He's breaking off. He's made a stop. He's going to fall over the line, and Will Skelton scores the try. McCat's awake. morning. It is now going to be the try for Will Skelton. He looks absolutely ecstatic there, Will Skelton, because of the fact that that was the try that will make it La Rochelle versus Toulouse in the final for the first time in a while. I would believe that it would be two French Champions Cup or two French sides who are going to be moving through to the final. But Will Skelton, when he had that ball in hand, that's where Skelton went. See, that's the thing. I did mention that a little bit earlier on as well. It's that whole thing of when you go, where did those players end up? And you realize most of them ended up playing for either the French sides or also quite a few have gone to Japan as well. But Will Skelton is there also for the La Rochelle side. They have got Victor Vito, Kurbalo, EIL West as well. They have got a few Kiwis scattered through there. And we are going to get to see some Kiwis in the final as well because of the fact that not just them are going to be there, but it is also going to be the likes of Jerome Kano for Toulouse. Also, I believe they have got Charlie Famawina as well. Good on you, mate. What time is it where you are? Must be very early in the morning. It is indeed. It is sitting at 3:50 a.m. at the moment. So an incredibly early start. But yeah, I decided I would stay up for this match. And it has been a pretty entertaining one, even though there haven't been too many tries scored throughout this match. Although that has just ramped it up to, I think, the third try of this match, if I'm not wrong. But that one has gone over there from EIL West, which now means that the lead in this one is going to be 16 points. 5 minutes left. Leinster, they have, unfortunately for them, lost this match. I'm Irish, but don't like Leinster. So happy enough. Just dedicated some dedication to watch it. Just subbed, says Shane as well. So I do thank you very much for that, mate. Yeah, early morning start, but like I said, these Champions Cup games, we have had quite a few good ones so far. And yeah, the sleep schedule well and truly has got out the window, but I feel like it is worth it. That is for sure. What if La Rochelle cause an upset and go on to win the cup? Imagine the scene, says Cabbage Patch. Well, they're already in that situation of they've never been in a semi-final of the Champions Cup, and they're going to win this. So now it's going to be the first time that they've ever been in a final, and it is one of those ones that I know a lot of people, they will be absolutely loving it for it, or taken almost by Beard, but it has been knocked on. No, it hasn't. La Rochelle have got this ball, though. We have also got in there, I just came from the F1, so I'm glad there's still sport on worth watching as well, says Ribsy. Yeah, there is. That's the thing. There's so much rugby on over the next little while. It is going to be Kurbalo taken off the field. Yeah, it's done enough now. It's going to be James Lowe. Tell you what, Leinster haven't given up here yet. 45 metres out. They need a try, and they need one very soon. It was Byrne there who was tackled in the end. And they have got the advantage, and it is going to be the penalty for slowing the ball down there. One of the La Rochelle players, he wasn't quite able to get out of that breakdown. Now it is going to be... oh, hey, what? He wasn't too happy there. The number, I think it was Prezzo there. But now it is going to be kicked for the corner by Leinster. What a beautiful turf. It's like the bowl screen as well, says Ripsy. It is indeed. It's a beautiful day for La Rochelle. Not just because it is a very sunny one at the stadium, but now they are going to be moving on to the final as well. And we have also got bye-bye Leinster, and they have gone short there. By the looks of it, it is going to be taken quickly by Leinster. Now it's going to be Scott Fardy getting his first carry of this matchup. They have still got this ball. Only a few minutes left. If they score now, they won't win this match, but they won't be a mile off at all. Now it is a good tackle on Henshaw there. Now they are getting close here, and they have got the advantage once again. I feel like one of the La Rochelle players could be going to the bin here, if I'm not wrong. We have also got in the chat DM has got, it's going to be the try, and it was scored by Ross Byrne, and they have got no time to celebrate. Like they said, they are going straight back to halfway, and we have also got in there a few of the yellow and black for La Rochelle there, MDR as well from DM, and we have got guys like and subscribe. Okay, says Rugby Six Nations. You heard the man. If you are enjoying, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you are new as well, we are going to be doing the final of the Champions Cup. That one has gone over from Ross Byrne. Normally he takes his time with those kicks, but that one has gone over. How's the Super Rugby going? Who's the top dog? Down under as well. Down under, I assume that is. And at the moment, the final for Super Rugby Aotearoa, believe it or not, it is going to be the Crusaders versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs were on a 5-match winning streak throughout the season, so they were able to get themselves into the final. So that is Super Rugby Aotearoa's final. Then for Super Rugby AU, it is going to be the Brumbies versus the Reds. which I think a lot of people saw coming as well. But the Western Force beating the Reds, which was a big upset there. They've got 2 minutes now for Leinster to try and get back into this match and get a little bit closer to closing the gap. They are just going to be running this one out from their own goal. They would love to score one more here. And, will Skelton picking the man up? It's a maul. They're not going to be able to stop him. That's almost been ripped away by La Rochelle, and now they are going to get one more chance here. It is going to be fight out by Bosch as well. It's fight out to Raymond Rule. Has dropped the ball there, though, and has gone into touch. And we have only got 90 seconds left of this match as well. We have got, we are going to have Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, which is going to be combining the two, Super Rugby Aotearoa and Super Rugby AU. And then also next year, it's going to be Fiji Drua, and also it is going to be Moana Pacifica, two teams coming into the Super Rugby competition with the South African teams heading north as well. Who's your team, says Shane? Believe it or not, I'm closest to Canterbury. I got sent a Chiefs kit though, so I have been wearing it as well. But it's one of those ones. I am very lucky in regards of the fact that I just love being just straight down the middle, like impartial. So I have been enjoying every game for the winning side kind of thing, and also seeing the best that the losing side have offered as well. So it has been a pretty awesome competition to watch through all of the games. I have done every live stream so far. That's all 20 of the games for Super Rugby Aotearoa, and the final is going to be this weekend now, because it is Monday here in New Zealand, of course. So it is going to be on the 8th of May, I believe it is. Be live for the final, says Rugby Six Nations. I do plan to. I believe it is going to be a 2:45 a.m. kickoff here in New Zealand, but I don't think it's a game that I want to miss. Definitely not if La Rochelle are going to play like they did in this match as well. We have got the back row battle between Jerome Kano and Victor Vito, and the final will be tasty. It will indeed. Two Kiwis going head-to-head there. That's going to be the scrum for Leinster, only about 10 metres out from their line, 1 minute left in this match. So at this stage, they aren't going to be able to get the win here. That is a big push in that scrum. I'll tell you what, La Rochelle pouring on the pressure. He's got on the blind side, though. It is the captain there. It was the man in the number 9 jersey, McGrath. They have still got this ball now. Leinster, they've got the penalty advantage as well. Scott Fardy couldn't quite hold on to that one, but he has regathered it now. And it is going to be one last attacking chance for Leinster. They want to be able to score the try. It's gone over the top. It's an awkward one. They're going back now for the penalty. And we have also got in the chat, Moana Pacifica. Are they playing out of Auckland? I'm not actually too sure where those sides are going to be based yet. But maybe they would be based out of Auckland, or maybe, yes, that's the thing, because will they go to the likes of Samoa and Fiji? We will have to wait and see, because I know it is supposed to kick off next year. 2022 is when they are going to be joining, losing to Munster. Now to La Rochelle as well, says I will read the rest of your name in a very short moment. Now we are going to see Leinster try and have one last attack. Good hit there from La Rochelle as well. And we have also got in the chat, we have got Magic 8 or Mr. 8 Ball has said by prediction the French team will be in the final. That is a very good guess, and it's a penalty to La Rochelle. And that has well and truly secured it. You can see the crowd. They only have a few people there. They are cheering. The crowd are also outside of the ground. They are cheering on their home side, and they are going to be in the final. We have got La Rochelle. Yeah, huge upset here for them to be able to win this match, but they have done it. We have also got Ciao Leinster, Viva La Rochelle as well from Black Gravity, and we have got Bye Leinster Rugby as well, says Kana Kuya as well, and that's what you Kiwis call a double whammy. And it is indeed final as well, says Black Gravity. It is indeed. Back 10. They are going to be tapping it. They are going to be kicking it into touch. And La Rochelle have won the match. 32 points to 23. And tell you what, there's going to be a lot of Kiwis and Aussies waking up in the morning and thinking, what has happened here? But La Rochelle have been able to win this match. Well, for the 10 minutes I watched La Rochelle, they look pretty good. Skelton must have a sore back from the hard carry, though. Yeah, he was a very impressive player throughout this match. Will Skelton, huge individual. They had an extra 40 kgs in the fullback. Leinster in the background looking disappointed in this one. Unfortunately, not going the way that they did picture it, that is for sure. But La Rochelle, they are going to be in the final. It is going to be an all-French final. It is going to be La Rochelle versus Toulouse, and that game is going to be taking place in London. And yeah, very interesting. 32 to 23. They have actually cut off the coverage on Sky for me as well. I'm going to have a quick look in my one because of the fact that I actually did my highlights. Or tell you what, boys, if you haven't already, because it isn't out yet, so I realize you wouldn't have, I'm going to be uploading my highlights that I did do on Rugby Challenge 4. And all I'm going to say is it's very close to what the real match score is as well. Well, awesome stream, mate. You deserve a good night's rest, says Bertie. Any new Kiwi on the scene to look out for, says Shane. Someone who I was very impressed with throughout the competition of Super Rugby Aotearoa was actually Connor Garden-Bishop. It's probably a name that you may not have heard of. He was at the Highlanders, and he was having a very good start to the season, but now he has got a broken wrist. Unfortunately, in Super Rugby Aotearoa, about 50 injuries so far, and that's not even an exaggeration in that regard. And yeah, it's one of those ones that hopefully all of those players are going to be all right for international games and some of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, because we've got a lot of players out at the moment. But we will just mention the fact, once again, all I'm going to say in my one, I was worried that I was going to get a bit of hate because of the fact that in my match on Rugby Challenge, La Rochelle actually won the match. La Rochelle are the love of every neutral. And also the force of the top 14 go the underdogs as well, says Cabbage Patch. Yeah, I'm not sure what the odds would have been for them to be winning this match, but I assume they wouldn't have been very high at all. Leinster having one of their strongest sides out on the field. But it is rugby. Anything can happen in those 80 minutes. But yeah, I was worried because of the fact that I did have La Rochelle winning in my Rugby Challenge 4 highlights that I might have gotten a bit of hate in that regard. But it actually happened. And yeah, I am extremely surprised by that. I'm not sure whether or not to do a post-match review of it or whether to try and get that highlights one up as soon as possible so you guys can see the result in that one as well. For anyone tuning in now, I haven't got the scoreboard around the wrong way. This was the result. La Rochelle able to beat Leinster 32 points to 23. The try for Leinster being scored by Tyke Furlong in the 10th minute. And then from there, Ross Byrne scoring in the 77th, but it was too late. Then for La Rochelle, it was Will Skelton, Gregory Aldrit, and also those were the only two tries, and a yellow card for Sazzy, and also a yellow card for James Lowen. This one, cheers, mate. See you next weekend as well, says Bertie. See you later, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do appreciate you all being here. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a like on this live stream if you haven't already. We are going to be doing plenty more live streams in the future. Shane has said La Rochelle were roughly 2-1 to win and 5-1 outright before the game. Great bets as well, said Shane. And you did also did you bet on them to win as well, Shane? Because if so, you also got Aldrit. So you will be rolling in the dollars today. That is for sure. Don't be surprised if the hate comes from Butterton Smiths that follow Leinster. They think they'll win every game as well. Says Kanakua Nin as well. So maybe, I guess I will need your guys' help a little bit. And that is in regards of when I do upload my video, it may be around 4:15. So in 15 minutes time or so, be sure to give it a watch. Leave a like on it. Just so that the like to dislike ratio isn't completely against me in that regard. Yeah, only same stakes though, says Shane. I love your stuff, man. Good on you as well, said Ribsy. Ribsy. And yeah, I do appreciate you being here as well, man. Respect for trying to pronounce old mate's Finnish name. Yeah, it is a tough one. I was trying to do it yesterday, still couldn't quite get it. Small stakes as well, said Shane. But yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy that highlights video on Rugby Challenge. I'm kind of regretting the fact that I didn't do commentary for it. I might do one with commentary for the final because of the fact that, yeah, hopefully it will be a very good match as well. But nonetheless, I think that is almost going to be the end of this video, of this live stream, I should say. La Rochelle versus Leinster. Like I said, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out that highlights video that I will be posting in about 15 minutes time of my match on Rugby Challenge. And I will see you all for the next one. And I will see you later too, Shane. Thank you very much for tuning in.